Meantime, I know it's been a very long time since we last played. I think it's been 6 weeks. Last time we played session 42 on the 24th of July. So,
Wow.
anybody want to recap from that session as to
I
what
can
occurred?
do it.
You want to
You
do the recap?
remember?
Yes, I'll do the recap.
right.
Okay, so last time we were finishing off the fight with the fish people on the boat, and we did finish them off, but they disappeared into another plane of existence with possible tact or not tact along with them. But they left behind their assassin boy slash girl, gender unidentified. No assumption of gender here. We're not those kind of people. But it did have some nice sharkskin underwear, which Thornbird did take for himself. And some
Most importantly,
that's very important. That's my my biggest bolded note here. And people were mad at the fish guy, and we were like, Balabar was levitating him and stuff, and then people in the crowd were like, throwing tomatoes at him, just being rude. So, to give him a little scare, Zorana tried
You killed someone!
Zorana tried to miss on purpose, but shot a guy directly in the heart on purpose. So the fucking guy in the crowd died. The guards got mad for some reason. It's an accident. I don't know what's wrong with that. And Thornbird had to revivify the guy, and then he is now no longer an alcoholic, and he's gonna go help his mom and then work in community service, and he's gonna change his life now. He died. Good for him, I guess.
Not Thornbird, but
you made his
Not
life
Thornbird.
better.
killed.
I made
You made his life better.
I made him better by killing him.
Yep.
And yeah,
I see a moral here.
Yeah, you recognize how good life is now.
yeah, don't
Kill
yell.
all drunks.
Yes, don't yell at fish people and be rude. But yeah, so we keep them for questioning. I don't remember who exactly has them right now, but some of us went back to the shops to pick up some orders, and we did buy more enchantments and exchange some jewels, and we spent about pretty much almost 2,000 gold on stuff because we're like, we have 2,000 gold, so we might as well spend it. And that's pretty much where we left off.
Yeah, I do seem to have a note here saying that somebody did buy a ring of protection.
Yep, ring of
I think
protection
it
was
Balabar?
bought. I don't remember. I did not know
me.
who that it was.
Nope,
I just,
no idea.
I bought a minor enchantment.
Maybe it was Thornbury. I don't know.
Might have been Eric.
But we sold some gems. We traded the ring of water walking.
it was
so no
Eric.
longer have that.
Was it?
We bought more
I think so.
diamonds.
Yeah, I think probably to get his AC up. And then, so in terms of the enchantments, I know that Kareem's got a truthful necklace and that he was able to buy. And what other enchantments did you guys get?
Trying to look here.
I'm trying to see where
Okay,
I wrote
one
it.
for Balabar, plus 1 DC, 2 spell save. It's called Potent. Kareem got Truthful. Thornburg got the Softening.
Softening.
Yes.
Softening.
Sounds like.
I don't know why he would want such a
Sounds
thing.
like it gets rid of erections. Okay.
Yep.
You try
lot of
wearing
It
shark
makes you think
skin.
of your grandma every time you use it.
Oh.
Shark skin's tough. You gotta have that to protect yourself.
Yeah. No, it's softening for the underwear, because it's a little rough. Only on the outside.
I think he also spent some money on a suit of full plate, if I recall.
Yes,
think
but
so.
we already spent
Yeah.
the money for that. I'm pretty sure we already paid for it. Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
Yeah,
so
you
we
paid
need,
for it last time.
he needs to go pick up the plate and the studded leather.
All right. So, given that you've accomplished all of that today, it is you picked up that suit of armor essentially at dusk, and you can see that you hear the bell in the distance that indicates that they're closing the gates to the old barge right in. So you have a couple options. You can either go back inside and sleep there for the night, or you can sleep outside of the gates, in which case you can set up a tent and just rough it like most of the other merchants that stay here. or the other travelers that may be here, or you can just decide to leave and travel for a little bit. You don't necessarily have to stay outside the old barge ride in and stay here the night. And then you can figure out what you're going to do the next day as well, and where you intend to go. Did anybody see my notes or what I was writing in the chat earlier today?
Yes,
a bunch
about.
of stuff that I ignored.
A bunch of stuff that Kevin ignored. okay.
Yes, I saw that.
Yes, we saw it
Quick,
and watched the
quick
video
lookups.
too.
A lot of quick lookup stuff.
About just going either straight to the Hand of Annnnnnd or doing some random encounter stuff.
Oh, I thought you were talking about all this
Well-
PC stat stuff that I'm looking at.
Oh, no,
If-
no, I meant
It's the random
literally,
encounter stuff.
Yeah, the random encounter
If-
stuff.
I did see
in
that. Yeah.
Discord.
If Eric's not here, might as well do some random encounters so he doesn't miss a lot of story.
Miss-
Well,
Yep.
what's funny
They're
is
not
that
random now.
Eric's the only person that actually submitted stuff to me in terms of threats and in terms of a threat and a boon.
Well, I think I was gonna wait until we agreed on it.
Oh. Well, you could still
Okay.
submit stuff.
Well,
guys
let's
wanna do
answer
that?
the first question, which is where do you guys intend to sleep tonight?
Still
Let's...
vampire in this inn. I don't know if I
Yeah,
want to stay
let's-
here.
I mean, there's no vampires anymore.
It's finally safe.
We didn't kill it. We just chased
Yeah,
it out
but
for the night. The one day.
Well,
He's
you also have the
recovering.
option, and I didn't mention this. Oh, actually, no,
The
because I
music.
recall that the previous town, Wamford, doesn't have an actual place to sleep in.
Right.
So I mean, you can always, stay on the outskirts of that town as well if you wish.
Yeah, because the family and Emmett were hanging out there still.
That's correct, yeah. And then you have to decide on whether or not you want to pick up Emmett or not. I don't know when Eric is going to rejoin us.
You
Hmm.
told me October probably.
Yeah, well,
We'll
I'll
see.
believe it. I'll believe it when it happens.
Exactly.
I've been trying to get Eric to come on game for months, so he never responds to anything. So, we'll see.
Okay.
It's fair. Yeah, I mean,
Yes, stay in the inn.
yeah, stay in the inn.
That's the easiest. Let's just do that.
We're here.
Okay.
I agree.
All right. So, as I recall, I believe there was a 10 gold per head just to enter inside.
Mhm.
Fee. You guys do pay that. Is that correct?
Yes.
We paid that when it was closed at night to get in.
Yeah.
Why are we paying it now?
Yeah.
What are you trying to scam us?
Oh yeah. No, you're right. You're right.
I levitate that guy and drop him.
I shoot an arrow into his heart.
It's like, oh yeah. I remember. All right. You can come on in. And it kind of waves you in.
We killed the guy. I hope. Just keep that in mind.
the other guard's like, the other guard's
I'm
cracking
trying to
up.
cover my face. Like, I
I'm
didn't
trying
do
to scam
this.
him again. Word.
I bet if the guy come back, you won't scam.
So you're able to get in, and of course, you have to deal with, finding a place for winter again for the night.
Mhm.
If I recall,
Buy that guy a belt. Yeah.
yeah, I got a spicy time last time in here. All right, I think
Mhm.
there's a dude.
Yeah, leave him with him. He seemed trustworthy.
Oh, what was that guy's name?
I
don't even
forgot.
Moose
Somebody
fucker,
knows.
I think. Moose
Moose
fucker.
fucker.
The moose fucker.
Yeah. Oh, wow. What was his name? Okay, I guess I'll just put you guys back on that map for a second here.
That'll just
I
be
don't
our
remember his name,
response
but
to
yeah.
everything now. If anyone questions us, it'd be like, "Hey, Zarana killed a guy," and then she's just gonna be embarrassed
Exactly.
about it
You
every
just gotta
time.
keep doing it.
It's
So,
great
you
because
know-
we won't have the materials to res the person. We'll be like, oh, shit.
This place is much like it was yesterday. There's a variety of people in the common room. A lot of the same cast of characters that you saw last time. There's still that drunk Sun Elf woman at the bar. There's still the guy named the Candy Man, who was staring Zorana down. There's still the orc cook named Pepper. There's still the pimp named Hakim. along with prostitutes named Chastity, Kit, and Ramrod, kind of circling about the inn.
Good old Ramrod.
Good old Ramrod. There are still a trio of, there's actually a half orc and a duo of dwarves that are doing fisticuff off in one corner of the inn. It looks like they're kind of practicing, and it looks like the half orc is teaching them some moves, and they're practicing along with him or kind of following him. And then, of course, there is also the bartender of the inn who seems to be the guy in charge, and I believe his name was. I have to look that up.
Womford Bat.
It was definitely not Womford Bet.
That's right. I tried the alcohol here, and it's pretty strong. I remember.
That's right. That's
Yeah,
right. There
no
were
more for
several
you.
drinks that were available for sale if you want to take another look at that. But of course, if you guys want to just bypass all that and go right for the next day, that's totally fine too. But you do have the option to, chill out and hang around if you wish. You do notice. Let me just do something real quick here. Just checking stats. This is my nifty new macro that I made. So yeah, Thornburr says, I don't really see
Thornburg?
Ludovic around. In this
Yeah,
typical
Thornburr says.
drawl, Thornburr says.
Yeah, he said he was going to go around and try to gather information to keep hunting the vampire, so that's not surprising.
Yeah, I was just expecting him to come back, that's all. I'm surprised he's not here.
Do you want round 2? Is that what you're asking for?
Oh, no. I think I had enough of vampires for
And killing people and raising people.
I don't know if we're ever going to get enough of that.
Uh,
That's going to be our new pastime.
killing and raising.
Yep, but as you guys take a look over at the bar,
I mean, I'm gonna wander off to the bar. That's where I'm going.
you see the same list of drinks: the Banshee, Bilgewater, River Rum, Milligan's Deep Stout, Drunken Uncle, Fishhead Ale, Shipwright's Beard, and Pepper's Porter.
Which one did I have last time? I talked to the bartender.
Which one did I have last night? I absolutely don't remember.
This goes months ago.
It was the one that made me not hear anything. I don't know
You
which
had a
one it was.
few, I thought, and they
Yeah,
all
you did
fucked
have
you
a
up
few.
separately.
Definitely had a few.
Yeah,
I
I
did,
do
yes,
recall
I
you
did.
having a few. I think I served you some Banshee and Drunken Uncle, if I recall.
All right, let's try something new. What else you got?
Well, that's the fancy stuff. I mean, if you really want something that you haven't had yet, could give you some of the normal variety of things, if you wish.
That's boring. Screw it. Just give me something.
He says, sure, coming right up. And he passes over to you a river rum. It's a little shot of what looks like dark brown liquid. And he says, try that on for size. That's a river rum right there.
Yeah,
It's
sure.
only a silver.
Hark it down.
All right, so as you taste it, it's sweet and dark and strong, but it's real good. It goes down nice and smooth, and you feel kind of warmth spreading down your throat and into your chest.
Hey, you guys should try this. It's pretty good.
We saw what happened to you yesterday.
That's a hard pass.
What for me? I'll have a couple drinks.
A couple
Sure.
shots. A couple more shots.
Yeah, so when you have a couple more drinks, he passes you another river rum, and he also gives you a Milligan's Deep Stout.
Okay.
So as you look at the Deep Stout, you see that it's served in kind of like a distinctive, almost octagonal-shaped wooden cup, and it's got the face of a dwarf kind of carved on the side of it, as if the cup is like designed to be served with these drinks. And the cask, even that he pours it out of, kind of looks like a cask of dwarven make. You see that it's got a very distinctive shape to it.
Where did you get that from?
He says, Oh, wow. This is from Mirabar. He says, far to the north. You ever heard of Icewind Dale? Says, spine of the world mountains.
I'm not from around here, so no.
That's not surprising. He says, yeah, Mirabar is a big city up there where all the dwarves, you know,
It's a dwarven
mine.
city.
they do more dwarven things.
The dwarves, yes.
He says,
Small folk.
you ever been to Neverwinter?
Yes, we have.
Yes, I have.
Ah, well, it's not too far from there. He says, best guess is I'd say probably about 200 or so miles.
Maybe I should check that out.
He says, maybe. Don't know much about Mirabar, but he kind of looks across the bar and kind of cranes his neck to look, and he points over at the trio of brawlers. He says, "I think those two dwarves over there, they're from around them parts."
Maybe I should talk to them.
He says, "Your business is your business, my friend." He says, "You want to settle up your tab now?"
Yeah, sure.
He says, "I'll be about 3 silver."
I hand him 3 silver.
Thank you kindly.
I'm making sure Kareem doesn't drink too much. And I'm
Wait,
off.
actually, I don't have 3 silver. Zarana? Zarana,
Yeah.
can
Yeah.
you come over here?
Kind of go into your pockets
I'm
and
right
you're like, "Oh, I
next
don't
to
have
you.
any coins on me."
Money bags, come here, money bags.
I am right next to you. I'm right here.
Where are
Kareem.
you? Oh, there you are. Yeah,
I'm right here.
I don't have money. Can you pay him with the party funds?
No, I just get out of my own pocket. I just give the guy 3 silver.
Thank you, Zarana. You're always a great
He
friend.
nods over in Zorana's direction. He says, "Thank you."
You're welcome. I'm trying to like sneakily check if the candy man is still eyeing me like being
Let's
creepy.
see. Go ahead and make me a perception check.
perception check.
For snapshot.
Perception.
That's pretty good. Yeah, you kind of get him. You actually notice that he is talking to somebody that seems a little bit familiar to you. At this moment, he's kind of giving you side eye, but he's talking to somebody that you saw in a very a few weeks ago in a place called Golden Fields.
Hmm.
Yeah, you remember this guy,
Huh.
Shalvis?
He made it.
That fuck.
And
Zinfil's not here anymore. It's okay. It's fine.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, he's going after Zinfel. That's right.
and you see Shalvis is there, like he's kind of talking. Why don't you make me an insight check? You can see that he seems a little
Upset that we ditched him.
No, he actually hasn't even noticed you, this guy. But you can tell that Shalvis kind of looks a little nervous talking to the Candyman.
Mhm.
You can see that he's kind of moving his hands excitedly, and he's,
Bisexual.
almost seems like he's speaking apologetically to the guy in some way.
It's gotta be buying drugs. Candyman, that's gotta be drugs. Kareem, look at that guy. Does he look like he sells drugs? I think you'd know that kind of thing, right?
You talking to me?
Yeah.
You see Shalvis,
Does he look like a guy who sells drugs?
The Candyman look like a guy who
Candyman?
sells drugs, yes. He's talking to Shalvis.
Can I insight?
Can it be possible?
What I would think? I don't know.
You
has
notice
lots of
that
Pez
Shalvis
dispensers.
kind of touches the Candyman's vest, like as if he's trying to reach inside of it for something, and the Candyman just
look.
kind of slaps his hand away and like whips out like a long thin dagger and like holds it right to the guy's throat.
Whoa.
And you see Shalvis like put up his hands,
Whoa.
and then like kind of gets a couple of the people or a few of the people around them get like really quiet and kind of like look at them
Oh,
for
yeah.
a brief
I
moment.
almost
And
get
then
up.
Shalvis just kind of like backs away and like almost melds into the crowd.
Quick,
Ooh,
kill him,
yeah.
Zorana.
Wait, yeah, I'm heading over there. I don't know if I can get through the crowd of people, but
I'm worried
Don't
about
risk your
Shalvis,
chance.
because I know he's a
Uh,
little sheep boy.
So you've only been here for like, man, I don't know, maybe 10
I wonder if he's a
minutes.
drug dealer.
Did you drink all 3 of your drinks?
He
hell
did.
yeah, I have.
All right, make me a Constitution save.
As soon as he gets up.
Hey, as you get up, you kind of like, whoa, you feel a little lightheaded.
I catch him a
and
little.
you kind of feel yourself sway a little bit.
Did you see that guy? He pulled a knife out.
Zorana catches you.
At Shalvis. I can't believe Shalvis is here. He did say he was heading over here, so you know that makes sense that he's here.
I'm walking over there.
Alright.
I'm following him.
Okay, anybody
I'll
else?
watch from afar and eat.
All right, so like you, Thornbur, and Belfry kind of stick
Just
by
watching the
bar.
show.
I'm
What the
just,
hell's going on over there?
I'm just getting ready to blast them all.
Yeah.
It's Thornbur.
Fireball!
Alright,
Fucking resin.
Thornbur.
Don't worry about it.
So you're currently back in the inn, Thornbur. You
Okay.
are hanging out with everybody else at the bar. There was a couple of people. Actually, there was a guy that you recognize from Goldenfield. He was the name of Shalvis. He was the guy that kind of tended some of the animals there, and said that he had a crush on Zinfeld, and
Yeah.
he left before all the shit went down.
Yeah.
We left
He
He
him.
like wanted to do something with us, yeah, and we like left and didn't
Yeah,
tell
he
him.
wanted
ditched him.
us to escort him to the barge right
Yeah, we
in.
ditched him.
We
That's
were
right.
like,
Totally
bye,
abandoned.
bitch.
So there's a kind of a drug dealer type of looking fellow by the name of Candyman.
Okay.
Who was talking to Shalvis, and then Shalvis seemed to
Shavas is trying to touch
put
him up,
his-
like,
put his hand on his vest, and the guy like whipped out a like almost like a stiletto dagger and put it up to the guy's neck. And that was the last thing that you saw before Shalvis kind of disappeared to the crowd. And Kareem, being curious as he
and
is,
I'm also worried for Shavas. slightly.
and slightly
drunk.
drunk, and slightly
drunk.
tipsy because he just had 3 drinks in the span of 10 minutes.
Yeah, okay, I'll keep an eye on him. And I follow Kareem.
Yeah, I'm helping Kareem walk.
Yeah, so the 3 of you guys then walk over. You guys are actively looking for Shavas, or you're gonna go talk to the Candyman?
Yeah, I'm gonna go for Shalvis. If he got away, then yeah,
If
that's who I
Shalvis
would
is
look.
fine, yeah, looking for Shalvis.
Okay, anybody looking for Shalvis, go ahead and make me an active perception.
Perception.
As you're kind of scanning the crowd, trying to see where the guy fucking went to. Zorana, you definitely spot him. And I think
Kareem.
that 21 perception is Kareem's, right?
Mhm,
Yep.
mhm,
You just made it, right?
mhm.
So yeah, you see him too, and he's kind of his shoulders are kind of like slumped. He's got his back to you guys. He looks like he's trying to be conspicuous. He's kind of wringing his hands, and he's standing off to the side of the room, outside of the crowds of people that are here, drinking and otherwise rabble rousing. You see that there's a couple of games, and he's lingering behind the shoulders of like a little crowd of people that's playing dice games around the table.
I approach.
Okay. So you approach with Zorana and Thornbur on your heels, and he doesn't seem to even remember you guys. You guys are
We're
literally
completely
like a
different.
few feet away from him, and you look at him, and he kind of glances up at you guys for a second, and no look of recognition passes his eyes. He
Hey,
just
what
keeps his eyes on the game.
what was that? What happened over there? Shalvis?
He doesn't even realize you're talking to him until like you say his name, and then he looks up and he's like, "What? Hey, hey, I think I know you. Don't I know you from somewhere?"
Yeah,
And he looks at all 3 of you guys. There were a lot more of you last time, if I recall.
Yeah, you were in love with Zinfeld, remember?
He says, "Who?"
I guess
It's not important.
Okay, never mind.
I want you guys to make me another perception check, please.
Is he on drugs?
Yikes. Insight check.
Oh,
Oh, nice.
why did-
Thornbur,
No,
you
he's on
are able
candy.
to actually roll me. That's pretty good. So Kareem, you do notice that his eyes are red rimmed, a little bloodshot. His lips are kind of cracked. He's wringing his hands. He looks a little bit kind of disheveled. He's got like a rash on the side of his neck.
Hey, what do you want? Because I want some of it.
No. No.
Wow.
No, do not tell him. Do not give him any.
This is exactly why I tagged along.
Did you really ask him that?
Yes.
100%.
He says, "What? What? What do you mean? What? He's looking around. I'm on the. He's like, oh, no. I mean, it's cool. I mean, is it the Sinfel? He kind of looks a little bit confused and looks at Kareem for a second.
Nobody can have
Oh,
a
you
Zinfel
on some
now.
of that mist? Some of that mist?
What?
Is that what you're doing? You've been doing that mist?
No mist.
Your eyes are bloodshot.
We're not getting any mist.
You been doing some stuff?
Hey, so you guys look like you're here having a little bit of fun.
Yeah.
You could
Yeah,
say
yeah.
that.
I mean,
I mean,
Not
she just
really.
killed the guy like yesterday. Actually,
yeah,
today.
I mean,
you're powerful adventurers and all, so I don't doubt that at
didn't
all.
mean to.
Yeah.
I
this
didn't-
hasn't been the most fun. Like fish people, there was a vampire who we really didn't kill, and I'm pretty sure the guy just chased him is gonna die.
And I got this really cool whip.
From the
Wow, that
We
sounds
got
great.
some cool
How
stuff.
about you
that's for
tell me
sure.
all of your stories and what happened after Goldenfield over a couple of drinks? That'd be great.
I've already had a couple. You look like
he's
you've
had
had something else, though.
Yeah.
Oh well, yeah. I mean, they got good stuff over here. He says, say, let's get a table, maybe get some food, get some drinks in us. How about that? You can share some good stories about the old times.
Sure, why not?
Maybe. Yeah, I guess. I mean, did you
We're
meet
here
your
for the night
friend
anyway.
here, Chavez?
What's
You
that?
said you had a friend to meet here. What was his? I think I probably remember his name. Nalisker, yeah. Nalisker. I'm really good with names. I definitely am very good at
Oh yeah,
remembering
yeah.
things.
Nalsker and I, we're old friends. I've known Nalsker for years.
Yeah.
You guys can get insight on that. Yeah, probably not. You don't think he's known Nalsker for years?
Well, I'm looking, and our table's actually pretty full over there. Guys, why the hell are we talking to this guy? Isn't he just like a creepy drug guy? Like,
But
What do we
I
want?
want
I
it.
was just
No,
checking up on him because
Okay.
he
I want
looked
drugs.
like he was in
Kareem?
trouble.
No.
Drugs sound fun.
No, Kareem, push his face away.
Oh, come on. I mean, don't be like that. Hey, it's Chavez, your old friend. Come on, the night is young. Got a lot to do. They just closed the gates. I mean,
I mean, we gotta
what
get
else are
up.
you gonna do?
We gotta get up early in the morning. We're adventurers. We gotta be on the go and stuff. But we're glad to see that you did make it here to barge right in. However, you made it here. And did you ask Nalisker for help with restorations in Golden Fields? I think that's what you said you wanted to do here.
Yeah. Of course I did. I think Nalster already sent some donations their way. Yeah.
You just
can
wanted
make
to come
another
here to
insight
buy
check on
drugs, didn't you? Shit. Shit.
Oh,
I rolled
yeah,
a
you guys, like,
22 last
You're
time.
like, I guess he did come here. You don't get the impression that he's lying to you, but yeah. He says, "What? No drugs. No, I was here genuinely in the aid of Golden Fields. I love those animals. So what can I say?
Mhm.
Oh, I bet you'd get along with the stable keeper here.
Oh, that guy. No way. That guy's a creep.
He's just straight up.
That guy
Kind
fucks
of
with
an-
horses. You know that?
What? Really?
Yeah.
Winter's
what he
not a
does.
horse.
That's right.
Winter's not a horse.
Thank God.
Thank
He's
God
kinda
Winter's not a
creepy.
horse. Yeah.
I don't-
He's
you know.
creepy.
Winter has a nice ass, though.
He
I
does.
would
have a-
not trust that guy if I were you.
Well, this has been real fruitful, but I think
Well, I'm glad to see
we
that
gotta go.
you didn't just get stabbed by the Candyman. So yeah.
Oh,
we're
the
gonna-
Candyman. Oh,
Yeah,
what?
yeah.
Yeah, He's been giving me a little bit of trouble. Say, before you go, you wouldn't be able to help a brother out or anything like that. I mean,
With
A
what?
brother.
yeah. What do you mean? What?
You're not. I'm not related to you at all.
How much do you owe him?
Oh, well, whatever you got, whatever you can spare. Yeah, 100 golds. I mean, that would get me
No.
real far.
I'll give you whatever you want if you
No.
tell me
No.
what you have, what they're on right now.
No.
What? Oh, well, is that the Candyman? He sells Teckle, man.
Tech? How's that work?
Well, guys, I've never been to big cities or anything, but I feel like if we give
know
this
what that
guy,
is.
this drug guy, our money, he's probably just going to pay off his debts and reform. So I think we should just go ahead and loan him.
That's all I need. I just need to get myself back on my feet. Buy a few animals, start up
He
my
just needs
shepherd's
bus fare.
Shall
He
we-
just needs bus fare.
Have you
Yeah.
thought about buying a monkey? They're really cool.
Oh man.
Travis, go back to
love
Golden
monkeys.
Fields.
Yeah. Have you seen the monkeys around here?
Monkeys are awesome, man.
Yes,
Oh,
I
man.
know.
I wish they sold them here.
Damn
I see. So this is the NPC version of Kareem. I gotcha.
Kareem, this should be your cautionary tale.
What? He likes monkeys. I don't understand. What do you mean?
Oh, come on, anything you could spare. 100 golds, whatever you got. I mean, just-
How about
it'd be-
this? I'll spare you your life if you get your ass back to Golden Fields and
God damn.
stop.
oh, that's not nice.
She's serious.
he gets all serious and offended. He's like, why you gotta be like that?
Yeah, she killed a guy yesterday.
She
So
killed somebody. Did you see that?
she means it.
Did you hear about that?
I heard some story. Yeah,
she killed the guy. Yeah,
Well-
right in the heart. Better watch yourself.
That's not cool, man.
That's not cool. I agree.
Yes,
What
yes.
about you? What about you, Kareem? You seem like you're a guy who knows how to hang. Be
Yes.
really cool, man. We could do some.
He's
some
also a guy
together,
with no
bro.
money. Isn't that great?
Come on, man.
I don't know how. I don't want to tickle you, but I do want some drugs.
No, it's not tickle, man. It's teckle. Tech. Dude.
Tackle, yes.
Come on, man.
You guys go tickle each other.
How do you do this drug? How does it work?
You,
What's it do to you?
you smoke it, man.
And then,
And then you get high.
And then you
and
tickle.
then.
And then.
Well, that's good. That's what you do, man. You just you kind of chill out. It takes you places, man.
Chavez, I'll tell you what. I'll tell you what. Your room upstairs. You have a room up here at the end, right? Right.
Yeah. I got a room.
Yeah, you got a room.
No,
well,
I got no room, man.
no.
Leave it
Okay.
here.
No.
I really got no room. I mean, I haven't even left the gates because I don't want to get charged with 10 gold to get back in. So
Where are you
anything
staying
got?
then? Where are you staying?
I've been kind of staying outside, sleeping in the alley, to be
Okay.
honest.
Okay.
I mean,
Just don't stay in the stables.
really helpful, man. Anything you guys got?
Okay.
Chavez, here's 10 silver. 10 silver. I don't know how much is it for room.
Man, this isn't gonna do.
That can get
Do
you a
me
cup
any
of
good.
drinks. Go to the bar,
Can
you can get
you a
10
cup of
shots
drinks?
right now.
I don't think that's what this fella needs.
Guess-
Come on, can you at least give me 5 gold? 5 gold. That's all I'm asking for.
What's the 5 gold for?
Let's talk to the Candyman. I mean, we can learn
Um,
about his death if we do that.
I don't think we need to get mixed up in this. We're trying to save the world from giants. I think that this
We
guy's
can save
problems.
this man's life too. Come on. Let's talk to the
Okay, so
Candyman.
let's just give him some money and be on our way then.
Wait,
Because I
wait,
just
no.
Hey,
Let's
Chavez.
go to the
Let me-
Candyman. We can learn what he owes. We can pay that off. We can get some tickle, and then we can be on our way.
Yeah, man.
Chavez, hear me
Come
all
out.
right. Let's go
man.
talk to this
Hear me
candy
out.
fella.
Outside.
Yeah.
That's
That'd be
what we
great.
should do. There we go.
Alright,
Okay, you
alright,
stay
yeah,
here.
Uh,
No more drugs for you. You're banned. You're banned.
No.
No.
No, Chavez, look, I heard a tip out in back alley. There is a hidden stack of teckle behind this, thing of barrels.
This is true.
It looks at
I've seen
you.
I've seen it.
I
Mhm.
saw.
I know we
saw
just.
it.
I know we
I,
just
I
learned
was
of
just
the-
there and I
this
saw it.
drug.
I saw the tickle too.
It was
Mm.
there.
I don't know, man. I don't really believe you. I don't think that's really true, but why is it going to make me a deception check anyway?
I mean, it's worth
Shit.
trying.
Shit.
You're gonna be kicking yourself if you don't go back there. And
I just
check.
learned of this drug. It's out back.
Look, stay here. Shut up.
What's
and
it
look
called
what's-
again? Oh yeah, it's back there.
Tackle.
Look, I'm gonna show my scar. Don't fuck with us.
Oh, what?
Damn, man, you turned on me, man. Go and make me an intimidator.
Yeah, dude.
What? So-
You stay here. We're gonna talk to the Candyman. We're gonna take care of this,
Like,
okay?
oh, that badass, man. All right, shit. All right, I'll just stay here and wait.
Okay, good.
I'll
Let's
get
go,
out of your
Don't
way.
go anywhere.
All right.
Yeah.
As
He
we
killed the
walk
guy.
away, I'll grab Kareem by the scruff of his neck,
Ugh.
and I'll say,
Do it.
Kareem, we're not
Yes?
buying any drugs.
Not one bit of it.
Right. Wink.
Nope, no wink.
No wink.
I don't, unless that's a wink of approval. In that case,
Yes,
wink.
it is.
okay. So we're on the same page. Good. Let's do
Right.
it.
Let's go.
All right.
No, let's.
So
fucking
what are you
beat 'em
guys? Where are you guys going?
Again.
The Candyman.
Okay.
You really
Kareem
are
is-
gonna go back to the Candyman?
Kareem
Yes,
is
we
going
are.
to the Candyman. I am following Kareem, I guess. Yeah.
All right. So.
You guys want to join in too? Balabar? Belfry?
I'm watching you and just shaking my head, going,
Okay.
Belfrin, he's going to the drug dealer.
It's terrible.
I'd like to think that
Just
Thornburg
can't
and
stop
Toronto,
watching.
I hope that they would stop him from buying all the drugs.
I don't have any
I'm
money
the
on
one
me
with
right
the
now.
money, so.
It's not gonna work, but whatever happens, happens.
All right. So you guys kind of walk up to the Candyman. You see he's kind of got like a 3-foot radius around him where like nobody's there, right? It's like
Mhm.
they give this guy his space. He's got 2 long silver stilettos like kind of tucked into his belt, and then he's got almost like what looks to be like a khopesh sword on his left hip. This guy looks badass. He's muscly. He's got like a really hard fucking look on his face, and he's covered in tattoos of these like swirling patterns. And he's looking at you guys like up and down. Looks especially at Zorana.
I don't have
And he
anything
doesn't
to
say a
cover.
word.
Hey, what's up, dude? You got drugs?
What?
You see that he seems to be sipping what looks like to be like a large glass of river rum, and he takes like a really really slow sip, and he kind of swishes it around in his mouth, and then he puts the cup back down, and he's like, "Are you buying? Or are you selling?"
Well, actually, there's that. You saw that man that you put the knife to his neck, a little while ago? Does he owe
He
you
pulls
something?
out the knife and he says, "This knife."
That's the one? Yeah.
Well,
Nice
it could have been the
knife.
other one. They kind of look the same.
Yeah,
Ah,
it's a nice knife.
I'm not
though.
sure.
No, I think it was
One of the
that.
two. It was one of those two.
It
Pulls
was
out the
that
other one.
one.
This knife.
Oh.
Yeah, possibly that one.
Yeah,
That's pretty
yeah,
nice.
that
Those are
knife.
No, I
pretty
think
nice.
it was the other one. It was the other one.
He
Farmer.
puts them both back away.
Okay, okay. I'm sorry.
He says, "What about it?"
What does he
Well-
owe?
What is his deal? What is the deal with that guy?
Yeah, what happened?
You're a
Tell me
drug addict.
Yeah.
That's what he wants. He wants my tech. You
Mm.
come here to buy tech?
You got some nice tech?
I
You got
just.
the big tech?
Oh, I got
kind of
big
tech you got?
tech. I got lots of tech. He
Mhm.
says, "You want to buy?
No.
I'll
How
sell it
big
to you
your-
for 5 gold a dose."
So,
Five
so
goes
is that how you treat your
What's that,
custom?
Ron?
Is that how you treat all your customers? You put,
I sell
you
no
put your
tech.
knives up?
How much tech did he owe? Did he have a
A
debt
tab?
with you, or what happened?
No, he's
Says,
a.
He's a low life. He want to get tech for free. I sell no tech for free. I'm here to make
Ah.
money. I'm a businessman.
Oh,
It's
all
fair
right,
enough.
all right.
I
Man.
respect you and your business.
Yeah, all right. So he doesn't owe you any money or anything
Don't
like
talk
that.
to me, half elf. Disgusting.
Whoa.
Shit.
Whoa, hey, that is not acceptable behavior. She is my
I mean,
friend.
He pulls out the
Fine.
stat and the knives. What you gonna do about it, huh?
What
Well,
are you going to do about it? Try
yeah.
it and you'll fucking die, you dumbass.
Yeah, I kind of step in between Zorana and.
She killed the guy.
Make me an intimidate, Kareem.
Okay. I have advantage because of my scar.
Sure, if you show it. Sure.
Yeah, I do.
So you got a 16?
Mhm.
Yeah.
He says, relax, man, relax. He puts the knives away. I don't sell to half elves. That's all.
I don't want any. Good.
Oh,
Thank
okay.
God. We're at an agreement.
I want some.
No.
No, you
And
do
as
not.
you guys are there talking to him, you see like a little
We
it
did
almost
get
looks like these dancing pieces of sugar cubes. They almost look like they're shaped like those animal cookies. So you kind of see like one that's kind of shaped like an elephant, and another one that's a monkey.
Oh, there's a monkey! Right there!
And they're all like dancing on the table next to you guys,
Oh shit!
like
there's
in a circle.
What's going on?
They're chanting, "The Candyman can, the Candyman can." And he looks at it and he's like, "What the shit is that?"
What is that?
He says, "This your doing?" He looks at you and Thornburg. He ignores Zorana.
What's the eyeball?
I wish. That's pretty fancy
I
stuff.
whisper at Belfrian. They finally noticed.
I knew it.
He says,
No,
"Look,
no.
man, I don't have time to wait. Do you want to buy tech or not? If not, then leave me alone."
No, yeah, okay. I think we're good here, right?
Nope,
He
no
doesn't
tech.
know you
Nice to
any
meet
money.
you.
I don't
think
have
we're
any
out.
goddamn money, otherwise I'd give it to you.
Nope.
Fine.
He says, "You let that dirty half-elf carry on your money? I see with my eyes."
All right, I think we've had enough of your conversation, sir.
You're dumb. I don't like
Kind of walk away.
I'm out of here.
At least you know what organ
Man.
he's seeing.
You see, Kareem. That's why drugs are bad.
He kind of leans back on the
Okay.
bar with his arms spread out and just continues to give Zorana a dirty look.
I make the
Fine.
animals jump on him.
As soon as he swats them away, they
Yeah.
just evaporate.
What if I was a full elf? Would that make a difference?
Okay, let's go to bed and let's get the fuck out of this town.
Yeah,
Amen.
Let's go to bed.
All right.
Hey, I wasn't really paying attention when we came in here. What did we do with that fish guy that we had?
Somebody had
Do
him.
we still have that guy?
Somebody had him
I think you left them
with the guards.
with the guards.
Okay.
Sure.
Sure. Sure. You left the fish guy with the guards.
Either that or
trying to
he's
get
actually in the
answers
back
out of
alley
him.
behind the truck.
I'm sure they took him to the jail or something.
Mhm.
Thornburg.
Well, because I mean, I could question him tomorrow. Still,
Yeah.
remember that
yeah.
was our plan
Yes.
I guess
long
if
ago.
we-
It seems
we
like
visit-
it seems like this morning was so long ago.
It feels like it's been 6 weeks.
I forgot about that guy. Yeah, so that's a good question. What did you do with that guy?
We
We
totally
would've given him to the guards, yeah.
That sounds like
To
a
go
good
to like
thing.
the jail, the local jail.
Yeah, because we'll question him
Yeah.
tomorrow.
Sure.
He's been hanging out with us.
Explain to him then that he is really probably good with locks and whatnot, so keep an eye on him.
Yep.
Sure.
Mhm.
Sure. All right. Yeah, the guards gladly take him in. And
And,
so when you guys leave the Candyman, what do you guys do?
And
Bed.
let's go to sleep.
Well,
Yeah.
Shalvis comes and finds you. He says, "So, what happened, man?" He says,
oh, your
"Hey,
debts are
what'd you-"
cleared. Good
The
news.
debts
You
are
have
cleared.
no
You're
debt. You can
s-
leave
you
now.
can
Go back
leave.
to
Go
Golden
back to
Fields.
Golden
He says,
Fields.
I just, no, I need
Stop,
some.
stop doing drugs, you
I
dumbass.
thought you were
Give them
gonna.
to me instead.
He's like, shut up, man. Can you just spare me some coin? That's all I'm asking for.
No.
I don't have no debt with the Candyman.
Go home, Shalvis.
I don't got a home.
Did you guys come
don't
back
live
to
in
us
Golden
when he's
Fields?
Yeah,
doing this?
yeah, we're back at your table now.
I'm gonna make a pull out, like it looks like I have a coin, and I'm gonna hold it in front of him and then throw it into the crowd.
Does someone have like some
Alright,
kind of
what kind of
charm
coin
or
was it?
suggestion thing?
It was a platinum.
A platinum. His eyes like follow it, and he
And then I
goes running into the crowd.
All right, let's go.
Going to bed.
Before he'll never find it because it's not real. Let's go.
Yes, that's amazing.
Uh,
All right, fair enough. So you guys rent a room for the night. I think last I recall, room was a gold piece for the 4 of you or the 6 of you actually. So you're able to get a room. You rest there for the night. You wake up the next morning, grab something to eat, I assume, and you're free to do whatever you want. You see the place in the morning is much quieter. You do notice that the Candyman's not around. A few of the people are not around, but you do still see Hakeem and the prostitutes. At least one of them. You're not sure where the other 2 are. See the one with the cat. The androgynous looking one at the bar.
Are you a trap?
She kind of eyes you when you guys come down the.
Should we just go
I'll just say
fight
them.
giants?
That's a good idea. Let's get the hell out of here.
Let's just go fight giants now.
Yeah,
We're
yeah.
done with this.
Do we care about talking to that fish guy?
Who cares? Let's go.
I kind of do.
I'm gonna
tired
talk
of this
to
place.
He does know about tact, and that's my friend.
Yeah.
I care about tact.
wait,
Yeah,
I'm
that's
gonna-
really your thing, Kareem. If you want, I'd be happy to go talk to him real quick.
To be honest, I don't think that was tact. I think that was bullshit. I don't know who that was. There's no way. Right?
Yeah, I mean, he had like weird stuff going on. So
Yeah, that's weird.
But I care about tact. Maybe we should just. I don't know. Gormber, what do you think? Should we go and talk to him?
I'm feeling like we're getting distracted pretty easily lately.
That's true.
You know, we were fighting some hill giants, then all of a sudden there's vampires, then all of a sudden there's fish people. You know, we banished some person to hell or something. Like, a lot of weird stuff's happening that I feel like's not really on our focus.
What is our
And,
focus, Dunmer?
Not killing civilians. Not buying drugs.
Yeah, yeah.
Elfrian
Alfred
has a good
makes some
point.
good points there.
Right? I like
the
drugs,
basics.
Those are some good keys to live by that we're really, you know, struggling
Falling off
with.
the path
Okay,
here.
you know what? I'm sure the authorities will take care of this water person, and we'll probably find tact on the way. You know, I'm sure he's fine. So let's just let's
Yeah,
keep
it's
going
like
on with our task.
I mean, even if
He's
he's
already-
on that ship, he's on another plane. We're not getting to him.
I doubt that was tact. There's no way. So let's.
Yeah,
just-
that's true. They went to another plane. He had, like, he's already tentacleized. If we're gonna de-tentacleize him, you know, it's like
I don't know
it's
what
not
that
like
means.
there's any rush.
You need salt for that, I think.
Yeah, I think that's right. I think I
Also
heard
salt,
that.
I think.
Bath salts?
No.
No, that's if you want to eat people's faces. yeah.
Okay, let's just keep going. Let's get out of this town and figure out.
We were
Okay.
supposed to meet your giant friend up somewhere like a month ago, I think.
Harshnag. Harshnag.
Right, Harshnag.
Yeah, that's right.
I don't know, 2 months ago?
Probably thinks we're
Yeah.
dead.
I think it's only been like 3 days for all I know.
Oh, no, it's been longer than that because we had to travel here, we were at the camp.
Probably a
Yeah.
week.
Now that I
All right,
I
well,
recognize who the bartender actually is, I want to talk to him. Nalisker. Nalisker, right? Yeah.
You want to go talk to the
Yeah,
bartender?
I'm gonna talk to him real quick.
Well, you see, actually, the
Is he there?
bartender's not currently there
Oh,
because
well.
it's daytime in the morning. He
That's racist.
looks like he works the night shift, and what you see is a person you don't recognize, a woman,
No.
who appears kind of tired and bored. And when you walk up to her, she's like, "What?"
Can you give Nalisker a message about what happened?
Not a messenger.
Okay.
Hey, you shut up. We have money. We can give you the money. Make a message.
I've met many hostesses like her.
She looks at Kareem, turns her head real slowly toward him.
Ow.
That was rude, Kareem. I
Yeah.
apologize for my friend. He just wishes he had drugs and he's having a hard time.
Yeah, look, I just need something, you know?
Yeah, I don't really care. You got a message
if
for
I give you,
Alistair, you can write it down and I'll get into him. How about that?
okay, I'll give you 4 silver to get him the message. Okay? Is that okay? Is that fine? This is thank you for doing that.
She
for
nods her
me.
head real slow.
Okay. Okay.
I think she's on drugs.
You know,
She
we
doesn't
can
look
get
like she's
some
on drugs. She just looks like
She's fucking tired and doesn't give a fuck anymore.
fucking tired. She doesn't care.
Okay, well I write the message down. For Nalsker, that there might be people looking for his help in Golden Fields. That's it. Since Shalvis isn't really gonna do that, that was a quest on the list, so I wanted to do. I don't know if
Quest
Shalvis
on.
spoke the truth when he told us that he needed to go to Bardray to talk to Nalsker to ask him for help for Golden Fields restoration, but I might as well do it for him because he's a crazy druggy.
He just
So.
wanted the drugs.
Yeah. Just want an excuse to come up to old Bardray to get drugs. Probably. I don't know.
All right.
But yeah, that's it.
Wait,
No?
Zorana, before you give him that message, maybe you should put the name of kind of a leader that's from Golden Fields. What was that older man? I think he was half elf,
Yeah, he's a really nice guy.
or maybe he was elf.
Oh yeah, that guy was great.
He's a great guy.
Put his name
I'm
down.
gonna put his,
Say that
put
should
his
contact
name
him.
down.
And maybe we should message him if we have some kind of magical way of doing that.
Ilarden,
Look at-
that's his name.
It,
Ilarden.
Alarden, nice.
Ilarden,
God damn
that's
it,
his
so
name. I'm
close.
so good with names. Totally not
That-
licking
is
it.
that a
You're amazing.
fat Aladdin?
No, Ilarden.
Yeah. Alarden, yeah.
Maybe message
a great
Alarden
guy.
that
Ate
we
a lot of
contacted
Oreos.
him and.
Yeah,
Yes.
just in case.
you know.
But yeah, that's it. Yeah. We can head
Good
off
idea.
now. Pick up your armor, Thornburg.
Oh,
And,
yeah.
and I don't know if
Hopefully.
enchantments take a couple hours or something to do,
Check
but
the monkey shop,
those
see
up.
if there's any monkeys.
Okay, we can check the monkey shop real quick.
I'm going to the monkey shop right now. I'll be right back.
Okay, you don't have any gold.
Just rushes out the door.
All right. So you go to check if there's monkeys outside. Is that
Mhm.
right?
At the
the
animal
at the
shop.
animal vendor.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I have Blinky on my hand. Should I turn you into a monkey just to fuck with him?
No,
He just
I
looks
think
up at
you'll
you and
break his
twinkling
heart.
eyes.
I think that's a yes.
All right. Do you sign the letter at all? The one that you left for Nalisker?
Yeah, I'll just sign it with the name Zorana and the Stone Sworn. Say the Stone Sworn sent you or asked for you for Ilarden from Goldfield.
Very, very
That
articulate.
is not a sentence.
Don't worry.
I don't know what that was.
Super clear. I'm sure he'll understand.
What the fuck, man?
We're clear.
He's picking up what I'm putting down.
Did you just cast confusion on us?
Yes, I
Did it
am a
work?
powerful
You
wizard.
fairy of DC?
All right. Well, I made the note. All right. Got it.
Did you get
Yes.
that last part?
Uh-huh.
Very important last part.
She
It was
looks it
from
over.
two, 4.
Two. Yeah, exactly.
She looks it over and holds out her hand.
And I give her the 4 silver.
All right.
Thank you. Have a good day.
Yeah. She waves at you guys like half-hearted. And takes the coins and she just pockets them. And takes the piece of paper and she shoves it somewhere. Looks like between her teeth. All right, so Kareem, you said you went running outside, right? You went to go talk to the animal vendor.
Yeah.
All right, so you find the gate open. The shops, considering how early it is in the morning, the shops are preparing for the day to sell their daily wares.
Hmm?
You go up to the animal vendor shop and you see that he's there.
Monkey. Monkey?
You do notice that sleeping just outside the shop, kind of like up against the barrel, very, very badly beat up, is Shalvis.
Oh.
That's almost like a monkey.
I ignore him.
Wow.
on
Wow.
task.
Wow.
Wow.
I'm on task.
On task for monkey.
All right. Well, you see the vendor. He does not recognize you because I don't think that
No,
you
he
were there
wasn't.
the first time around. And he says, "Oh, hello, hello. Sir.
Look, do you have a monkey or not? I need to know.
Oh, why has everybody looking for monkeys lately? No,
Look.
no, I haven't got
Damn
any
it.
monkeys in." He says, "I had a group of adventurers come by yesterday looking for the same thing."
Okay, never mind. Not talking to you. I'm gonna walk away and fuck. Should I
You
help
just
this
hear him
one?
say behind himself, like, "What the fuck?"
Maybe you should get monkeys. I said no. I walked to the fucking
To
beat up
Shelvis.
boy.
You walk to Shelvis. All right.
Are you okay, man?
He's like completely out of it, and like you when you ask him
I
that, he
pick him
doesn't
up.
respond to you at all. When
I
you pick him up, he seems like totally startled and like he nearly like shoves you away from himself. And then when
I
he
princess
recognizes
hold
it's
him.
you, and he says, "Oh man, it's you."
Hey, shut up.
Oh, what? Why?
Okay. I'm taking you to my party. Just stop it. Okay?
Put me down, man. Let me go.
No, shut up.
Kareem's probably taller and stronger than he is.
Yeah, you kind of like drag him off, and Shalvis is just the mess. I mean, you hear him wince, and he kind of whimpers, and he's kind of got like a wheeze in his lungs. And and when you guys come out of the inn, you see that a very weak and feeble Shalvis, as I described, is being carried by Kareem.
Did you get him at the pet shop? Well,
I know. I
Kareem,
tried
why
to
did
find
you beat
monkey.
up this man?
I tried to find monkey and I found him instead.
He's
He is
kinda like
not
a
a monkey.
I know he's not a monkey.
What did you do to him? He looks terrible.
I didn't do anything to him, so it's somebody did.
Let me go, man. He kind of like wiggles out of grip, and he lands on the ground with a heavy thud. And he
Shalvis.
says, "You guys just came here to mock me? Is that it?" And
No.
he like kind of looks
Okay,
like he's
monkey.
barely
I did.
able to stand up.
No, Shalvis.
What happened to you, Shalvis?
What
He
happened?
says,
find that coin.
"Yeah, try to find that coin, and then some asshole beat me up, and then dragged me outside here and fucking kicked the shit out of me, man. It's all your guys' fault." And he points at you guys, and he spits on the ground.
She killed the guy. Did you know
Kill
that?
you.
Shalvis, will you go back to Golden Fields? If
Ain't nothing for me there anymore.
why?
I don't have no herd anymore. I'm not a shepherd. He says, "I sold everything I had.
to
For
come
drugs?
Should have never
here?
came to this fucking place in the first place."
Well, maybe you should go back.
Why don't you go back?
There's a big tree that like is good, and he likes children. Remember?
He says, "Man, Lifflers don't want anything to do with me." He says, "This is
Hey.
where I belong, all right? I can't really explain it to you guys.
Go,
I need to
friend.
stay here. I can't leave."
Why can you not leave, Shalvis?
He looks around,
A real concern.
like
in
he's
my
about to
voice.
tell you guys, and then he's like, "Ah." He kind of shoves off from
Oh,
you guys
come
and
on.
turns
Come
his back.
on. Why you got to be like that? We just want what's best for you.
He says, "What's best for me is giving me some damn money.
Well,
If you
you're
ain't gonna
not
give me
gonna.
any money, then fuck you guys."
Well,
Wow.
then, Shalvis, I guess you don't deserve any. If you're
No,
gonna
shut
ask it
up.
like
no,
that,
he needs it.
He
Okay.
doesn't get anything.
No.
No.
Look,
Wait.
not
no,
like that.
no.
No.
I have an
Fuck
idea.
that guy.
I have an idea.
Be nice.
I could make him do what we want, possibly.
You know, I can fucking hear you, right? I'm like right here.
Just do it. Ask this man, whatever it is.
Make him do what
Okay.
you want. You can hear us. Make him do what you want.
Okay, so I'm gonna make you go to Golden Fields and be with Liverless unless you give me a good damn reason why you need to stay here. All right, Shelves? You saw those animal crackers
Why don't
last
you
night.
give
We
me a
know powerful
persuasion
magic.
check? Give me a persuasion check.
Okie doke, okie doke. 19.
All right. He looks at you and he says, He kind of like takes a few steps closer to you guys, and in a barely audible whisper, and he says, "Can't go, man. I owe the Zhents."
Oh,
The Zentarum?
those fuckers.
If I leave,
Oh,
no.
fuck.
Wait, where are they?
Fucking all around here, man. Have you not noticed?
No,
Yes.
I've been
Press-
drunk for most of the time.
I guess prestidigitation on him to clean him because he's leaning in close and it stinks.
Sure. It's all the dust and soot and
Ah,
blood.
much
Dried
better.
blood that's like
Much
falls away
better.
from. And,
Now
like,
I can pay attention. What?
he says, "I can't leave. All right." He says, "I'm a spy." He says, "That's why I was in Golden Fields." He says, "I was spying on behalf of the Zhents. But I had a string of bad luck, and now I'm stuck here until I can pay my debts."
With the Zen.
Holy
Ah,
fuck,
shit.
you goddamn idiot.
So you work for the Zens.
You work for the Zentarum.
Why should we help you?
Because he's
Well,
trying to
he
get out
already
of
The
this.
does-
Zhents ain't all that bad.
Well, you know what they say. The
Oh,
Zentarum will
okay.
take
Some way of
anyone these
doing it.
days.
I beg to differ.
They're pretty horrible.
Our experience of them has not been very good.
They tried to
"You
take
better
our
get the hell
town.
out of here." He says, "This place is bad news."
Well,
It-
we know that they kind of don't like us. So,
Yeah, no
No, they-
shit. You
they
got
hate
every
us.
eye on you.
so is that what? Oh,
All right,
they
yeah,
haven't
maybe
come after
let's
us
just
yet.
get the hell out of here then. This sounds like business we don't want a part of.
Thornburg. I take Thornburg side. Thornburg.
Yeah,
We have
yeah.
to we have to help this guy, right? I mean,
He chose to be part of them. Why do we have to help him?
Yeah, he
he's
was.
some fucked up shit. That
Maybe he was
That's his
spying.
Are
choices.
you making an effort to say this like quietly
Yeah.
out of
Yes.
earshot?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
I am.
Well, he just looks pathetic as he's kind of standing off to the side there.
Well, he is.
think-
That's good.
I think I hear you, Kareem, but I think we could spend our whole lives trying to solve little problems, and then the big ones
Stack
are
up.
just going to keep getting worse.
Mm,
Hmm.
More importantly, his choices got him to where he is now. So he
But
should
then
get
we-
himself out of it. It's not our
Helping one-
responsibility.
we can give him a little nudge, you know.
And then he'll go right back into it. It won't get him out.
You don't know.
Well, so
Look at him.
I look at him.
He looks
Not
like
going
Kaiser,
back.
He looks like Kaiser Sose out of Usual Suspects. He's kind of just standing off to the side. holding-
I'm just kidding.
Dude,
but we don't. Here's the thing: like, what are we going to do? Give him money? That seems like not a
let's
great.
get them out of the town secretly.
But then aren't they just going to hurt him?
Centarum.
If he gets back to Golden Fields, maybe he'll be okay.
We can
Give
sneak
a man
him
a
out.
rabbit
He
eats for a
doesn't-
day.
he
Teach a
just
man
said
to
that
catch
he was
rabbits.
spying in Golden Fields. He has nothing to do with Golden Fields.
Yeah, he was spying on them for the scent.
Yes.
Well, maybe he can talk to them and, you know, redeem himself in some way. I don't know.
You
I could
guys
try to
done
banish
talking
him.
over there.
Try and banish him.
Ain't fucking standing around here all day for nothing.
I agree. Let's go.
Damn it.
I start to leave.
Me too. I'm done with this.
Yeah, good riddance.
Shalvis,
Don't die.
Swarm,
Oh yeah.
Don't swarm my ass.
yeah. Before I leave, I give Shalvis 4 gold. Not enough for tech. Now, Shalvis,
Do you have any
His eyes go wide when you give him. And he's like,
Balabal?
he's like completely shocked. He's got this like look of shock on his face.
Balabal.
What?
Do you have any kind of spell that would make him disguised of any sort?
Yeah, but I'm not gonna waste it on him.
Balabar, listen to me.
He grabs Zorana's hand.
I keep walking.
Balabar!
We have already left.
I yell back, nope.
So he grabs Zorana's hand and he says, "Thank you.
look,
Thank you so much.
look,
This helps."
Chavez, really, I don't know how much you owe them or how much they're after you for, but please don't do any more drugs. And just try and, you know, I don't know how you get out of the Zentarum, but try and figure something out. Okay? Is that alright with
Travis,
you? Will you
persuasion check?
promise me to not get drugs with this? And for
Still
us to not
holding
come...
onto those coins.
Yes,
before
I'm
he's
still
like-
holding onto his hand and the coins. You promise me to, if we ever see you again, you're not beat up on the floor somewhere?
Make me a persuasion.
Oh, yikes.
Walk back. I did cast a disguise on him. See, he's clean.
Oh, fuck.
Ooh.
Oh, your words sinking deep.
So deep.
This is how we change people, right here.
So deep.
He looks at you, and then like you see his like demeanor change. Before his eyes, and the look of shock on his face, like his features softened. But then after you finish like your solicitation to him or your speech, he looks at you and he says, "Get the fuck away from me." He says, "You don't want any help from me." He says, "Yeah." He doesn't say that. He says, "You don't want to help me." He says, "I don't need your pity." And he takes your coins and he shoves them back in your hands.
Well, he is right.
Fair enough. Well, Chavez,
God damn it, Chavez! Chavez, listen to me.
Stop it! Stop it!
I wish him the
You
best.
can't do this. You can't do this anymore. I put up a wall of stone. I separate the party from this
For
man.
Chavez.
We are leaving. We are leaving.
Fine.
Well,
Classic
wall of stone
one.
there, you lose sight of because he was like headed into an alleyway. And I don't know if you continue to concentrate on the wall, but
I'll concentrate. Oh, I'm walking away for whatever it is. 10 minutes? Let's see here. Yes, 10 minutes.
all right.
As long as it takes.
Why is this wall here? How do we get out?
No, it was
It
kind
is
of like
the
separating
only-
between you guys and Chavez, who was headed on his way into an alleyway.
Alright, well, guys,
And
let's
you
go.
did see Belfrine cast it.
Let's pick up
He is a
Winter,
dirty
pick up
Zhents.
our armor, and let's head out of here, because we
Spying
can't.
on my hometown. He deserves whatever he gets.
All right.
Sounds good. Let's go get Thornbur's armor.
Fine.
All right. No, you picked up the armor last night.
Oh,
Good.
okay.
Well, let's go. Let's leave.
Let's get out of here.
Okay. So you guys leave.
You're forgetting a particular tall animal.
I said I would get Winter.
Oh,
Horned
Yeah, you
donkey.
picked up Winter, no
Yeah.
problem.
I stare at
Does anybody
the
else have
guy.
any
If he did anything.
issues or issues in Roll20?
just seeing people. Everyone, you and Thornbur are gone. But other than that, no.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know what's going on here. Looks like 20's being unresponsive. It sucks. Let's see if I can't pull up any of the pages either. Let me see if I just like close the page and reload.
Oh, I have
I'll
15
be
AC.
right back.
Reload.
Reload. All right. So you pick up Winter, no problem. You guys leave through the gates of Old Barge, right? Guards don't say anything to you. Although now that you've been told that this place is under Zhent rule,
Mm-hmm.
you definitely feel like a lot of eyes on you. You didn't notice it too much before, but now you almost get the impression that like every single guard here is under the thumb of the Zhent.
Sounds normal.
Sounds normal.
That's a good place.
Yeah. But they watch you go. You guys don't bring up the prisoner, right? I didn't hear anybody mention it.
No,
No.
Okay.
I think we
Alright.
stopped carrying or moved on.
Yes.
Yes.
All right. Fair enough. So then you guys are able to walk out. No problem.
All right, let's continue back up to meet our giant friend, eh?
Yeah. So I'll bring us back to the question that I had, which is, we could do this the quick and fast way and get on with the campaign, or we can actually deal with all the travel that it takes to actually get there.
So I did send you my good bed, but I'm not sure if we're gonna do that. But yeah.
Okay, well, it seems like you're voting for it.
Yep, I would be.
And
Eric was too.
okay. What about the other people?
Travel? No.
I don't mind either way. You could travel.
Okay. Well, as I tried to explain, everybody who throws in a boon increases the amount of boons you have of being drawn. So, as it stands right now, I start off with 4 threats. And if I get threats, I get 1 threat and 1 boon from everybody that participates. So right now I have threats and boons from Ryan, and I have from Eric as well. Is anybody else adding anything to the pot?
I'll need to think about it more.
Yeah.
It's not something I can give you right now.
3 threats and 3 boons.
No. You get to
No.
only write 1.
Oh,
It's gotta
one.
be-
One.
Yeah,
One?
one
Okay.
threat, 1 of each. 1 of
Okay.
each.
Oh, okay.
It's got to be 1 to 5 words.
Okay.
Oh, I kind of did a lot more than 1 to 5.
1 to 5 words.
Well,
Bunga
I kinda-
bunga!
Do you want me to? Do you want to change that? Or
No, I kind of get the impression. I mean,
Okay.
I can cut it down to 2 words, essentially.
Shit. I don't think that fast.
All right. Well, how about I give you guys till... Is that all right?
Yeah.
Okay. And what is the route of travel? What is your path? How do you plan on getting from Old Bartrite to the Hands of Anam?
you guys want to walk up
just
the road?
go
I mean,
up the road, because that's technically the safest, so, you know.
through Westbridge, through Tribar,
Uh-huh.
and then to the old tower,
Oh boy, we'll be passing Red Larch.
the Summer Hills.
Yeah. Let me reveal Red Larch here.
Hey, good old Red Larch. Eric's
That's what we
missing
play on our
out.
other campaign every day.
It's where we never leave.
You've never left Red Larch?
No, we have
no,
left
leave
Red
it.
Larch, but that's the joke, is that we never leave.
We do.
Well, if we get to Red Larch, I'm gonna let Eric take over the campaign. That's why you're there.
Just while we're Red Larch.
Since I got like literally 2 sentences on it.
It's a place.
I know
Let's keep
everybody
going.
in Red Larch. I'm good
My.
friends with them.
Well, traveling along those roads, it depends obviously on your pace of travel. But I did pre-calculate this, and it comes out to roughly about 246 miles. So, normally when you travel, you have different types of paces that you can select to go. So you got your normal pace, that's about 24 miles a day, where you're traveling for 8 hours a day. You can travel more than that, but then you risk exhaustion. And if something happens at night, then, and I assume that you guys are traveling during the day, then that could be a bad thing. You can travel at a fast pace, that's 30 miles a day, or a slow pace, which is 18 miles a day. The advantage of traveling at a fast pace is that obviously you go faster. At a slow pace, the advantage of doing that is that you can use stealth.
I think normal's fine.
Okay. Well, if you travel at a normal pace, it's about 10 days, 10 and a quarter. At a fast pace, it's about 8, and then at a slow pace, it's about almost 14. So just keep that in mind and think about that, because essentially, every day that goes by, you got to roll during the day and at nighttime, which could translate into something potentially happening or not. Okay. So just that's the way I kind of want to do it, because travel is dangerous, even if you're on long roads and stuff like that. So I'll give you guys a few minutes, just to think about it. Take a quick 5-minute break if you want to come up with a threat and boon and add to the pot. All right.
I sent you mine.
Okay. I'll take a look.
They're max 5 words.
Thornburg? Eric?
Yo,
Eric.
yo.
We're
I'm
on
on my
break.
phone right now.
Okay.
We're on break.
We're on break.
Oh,
Was it the
nice.
same issue? Or what happened?
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck is going on.
Mm.
How'd you fix it the first time?
I honestly, I like
Just kept
uninstalled and
restarting.
reinstalled the drivers like a million times and restarted
Uh-huh.
my computer like a million times.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
And then it started working. And yeah, it's weird. Like right now, it says that the Wi-Fi, basically I'll like press like turn on Wi-Fi and it just doesn't do anything. And and then what was happening earlier is like when I would uninstall it and restart the computer, there wasn't even an option to reinstall it. Like Wi-Fi was just like gone from the list of things. So I don't know what's going on.
Did you like do a virus check? Maybe there's like some weird virus on your computer or something?
I feel like
Did you do all my
something-
suggestions?
I did the ones that I
Eric, you're supposed to do
That's a no.
all the suggestions.
I didn't really understand
Anything I just said.
any of it.
Well, step 1 is do the battery thing. Did you do the battery thing? All you have to do is just take it out. Take out the
I don't
battery.
know. Do I need to like unscrew the bottom? What is that?
If your laptop
You have
is
a
it like a
laptop?
newer laptop or an older laptop?
It's like 2012.
Okay, then I would think it has a removable battery. If you don't immediately see that it has a removable battery, then
No, it
there
doesn't.
goes that step. So I guess fuck that step.
What kind of computer is it?
It's a MacBook.
Oh. Oh yeah, that's your problem.
Oh. Oh.
Tell me about it.
That's a big problem.
Wait,
Okay.
that makes way more
That
sense
makes
now.
way more sense now. Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
It's funny. I had a bunch of computer problems in the past, but it's been working for me for a while now.
Why a MacBook?
I mean,
And it actually is like on iOS. It's not somehow have Windows on it, right?
yeah, no.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Yikes.
Well, don't worry about it.
I
I'm
mean,
worried.
Macs are good for what? Illustrator, and that's about it.
Not even.
Yeah, I mean, I was in journalism school when I got it, so
Yeah, that's what I know people use it for is Illustrator, and
Photoshop.
whatever else. Yeah, exactly.
yeah, all
no,
the shit that we had.
You could get a way cheaper computer with way better specs and run Photoshop
Yeah.
way better than. Yep.
Well,
I'm anti-Apple. Everything.
Me too.
yeah.
Really?
I'm Apple racist.
Not an Apple.
Kevin.
What? It's not an Apple.
Okay. Yeah.
It's Samsung.
Samsung. It's okay. As long as it's not Apple.
Exactly.
That's what matters.
Apple would make my life easier because there's an app on it I can use that's not on Android that I can use for work. But whatever.
All right, so I'm back. So
That's
is the vote
weird.
then that we are proceeding with this idea?
Sure. Travel.
We are
I
pursuing
sent something.
going forward. You did send something? Oh, it must be in the other place.
I
All
might
right,
do
just
that
give
too
me.
in Annihilations. That's less prep work.
It's less prep
Yeah,
work. I kind
that.
of like
I
the
might do
idea
that,
because
too.
it allows the players to contribute to what's going
Yeah.
on.
Yeah, especially
Um,
when travels and, for instance, in Annihilation, I have to roll 3 times a day to see if there's a encounter. It's ridiculous. That's
you
every
don't
day.
have to.
Well, no, and I don't. I skip one.
Yeah. I mean, it's
Or else you
partially
get
what
eaten on
D&D
your
is all
food.
about is travel like that. So, I mean, some people just want to get to the meat of the adventure, and that's okay.
Yeah.
If we ever travel.
Yeah.
I don't care about the meat of adventure, obviously.
This guy's
It's all about
trying to
Just
do
drugs.
Drugs.
All
is
about
he
the
cares
story.
about.
Drugs and monkeys. That's what
Drugs
that's the
and
takeaway
Hey,
I
man.
had to.
I'm playing to Kareem. However he would do it.
There's a monkey in my
Hey,
party
you
in
made a
another
muffin.
game.
Oh. I did.
Give me some.
No. I'm up.
Give me.
The way she said it. Give me some.
Nice.
So I think the only person I didn't get anything from was Kareem. Is that
Give me
right?
that, Muffin.
No, I sent you one. It's in DMs.
Did you put white chocolate in it?
Is it?
No.
Oh,
What's
it's in.
Put butter in it.
Booger?
Butter.
Oh, it's better.
Do you not see it? I can like throw it to you in any way you want it.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry. I do have it from you.
Okay.
Okay, I think I got it. I think I got something from everybody then. Yeah.
Nice.
Sorry, my bad. You are correct. Let me get back to this game here. Okay, so you are traveling at what pace?
Normal, I vote.
Normal.
Normal.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So just so that I'm aware, what is the? How are you guys situated on the road? In other words, are you guys walking single file?
No, that's kind of weird to walk down roads.
In
Hi-ho,
pairs, I think.
hi-ho.
People walk
Two by
probably
two.
in pairs.
I'll
or
be
something.
somewhere in the front. I don't know.
Probably just a gaggle walking down.
I'm riding Winter. Hey, we went to go pick up Emmon.
I'm really slow. Do you have room on Winter?
I'm on an edge, whether that be in the front or whether that be on the side.
Emmon says, "Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna stay with the
The family.
Hilltopples here.
He fell in love with the daughter. I knew it.
Gotta make sure they get where they're supposed to be going, and
They're already married.
make sure that they are all right."
These are my
That's the
weird
kinda
human
herd.
halfling children.
He's a half elf.
Even weirder.
Uh-huh.
So now they're like quarter halfling, I
I
guess.
was gonna say, yeah,
Quarter halfling, half human.
they're 3/4 human.
We don't judge you for your midget tossing obsession.
I call little people, all right.
You know, be fucking racist.
Anyway, yeah. So he stays behind. He does not come with you guys. Just one less NPC to deal with. So
I'm gonna text
Alright.
him congrats on the marriage. Just leave it like that.
all right. So I heard that Kareem is going to be in front. Is there anybody with Kareem?
I'll go up front with Kareem.
Yeah, I'll be behind him.
Okay,
With
and
Winter.
then
I'll be in the middle somewhere.
So
You can ride
Zorana
Winter.
I'll be on
on-
Winter somewhere.
on Winter. plus
Balabar's
Balabar.
on.
I could probably hang out in the antler.
You probably could. He doesn't mind.
Sleep in the
Balabar
antler.
and is Blinky out the whole time as well?
Blinky's scouting and coming back. Yeah.
Okay. And then the last, I guess the rear is just Belfrian.
I guess so.
Occasionally, I'll use Blinky's senses to look around ahead of us.
Blinky sense.
Blinky senses. All right. Well, I mean, it's only 100 feet though.
Right. But
So it doesn't help very much.
while flying up, you can see further.
Yeah. Very true. So the roads are relatively quiet, but you are traveling around the Cairn Road, and Kareem, I want you to go ahead and roll me a d20 for checking on the first day.
Nice.
All
5.
right, pretty good. So nothing happened. It's pretty uneventful. First day is completely normal, and you travel the full 24 miles. Now keep in mind what I said, that it's about 10 days along the roads to get there.
Right.
So day one, you are good. Day one day.
At
Alright.
night, I'll set up a tiny hut if I can get everyone in it, or most people in it.
Yep, and just keep in mind that it doesn't allow
Nope.
creatures. So
Well, large creatures, yeah.
Doesn't allow winters in it.
Yeah.
Alright, so what are you gonna do with winter?
I'm sleeping outside with Winter.
Okay. And what about your taking watch?
I'll take first watch.
I'm in a force
Okay.
bubble. I'm sleeping.
So Kareem is taking first watch for how long? Couple hours?
2 hours.
I'll take.
Then
Okay.
sleep.
I'll take second watch.
So Zorana and Winter on watch 2. Okay.
I'll take the next one.
Thornbur on 3.
I'll take 4.
And Balabar and Blinky on 4.
And then we'll keep this watch the same
Yeah.
every night.
So Belfry
Yeah.
gets the full 8 hours.
I like it.
Belfry needs her beauty
Sure.
sleep.
I mean, you could take 5 watches. It doesn't matter.
You can see out from inside the dome, so you don't.
It's probably
actually
you
need
probably would need to take 5 watches because then everybody would get 8 hours.
Yep.
it. Yeah.
So Belfry and you'll
Yep.
be 5.
Yep.
All right. So let's roll a 10 here. Find out. 5. Okay. So Belfry, go ahead and roll me a d20.
All I can think about is your Modron with a D5.
All right. Okay. Roll me a second. Oh, okay. Messed that up. 1 second.
We lost Eric again.
He's on.
I'm on my phone still,
Yeah.
but my
Oh.
computer's not working.
Wait a minute. If Chavez was with the Zhents and he told us that he needed to report everything that happened to Nalisker, is Nalisker also a Zhent?
Yep.
Yep.
You just realized that
And
during your watch.
I just fucking told him that Golden Fields is trying to
Yep.
restore itself.
Yep. 100%. Yep.
Shelvis already knew that though. Shelvis already definitely.
You are
told
now
him.
part of the
He
Zen.
probably
Yeah,
told him.
you're right. Yeah, Shelvis already knew that.
He
so
must
he
have
probably
already
told him.
told them, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Check
once he
it.
got
Yeah.
out of his drug-addled mind, yeah.
It wasn't our fault. We didn't do
But
anything.
Zentrum has definitely probably got its eyes on Golden
I'm
Fields.
glad you
Golden Field's
signed
probably
your
fucked.
name on it, by the way.
Yeah.
But by the time
Sign
we're
my
done with the
name on it.
Giants, we're gonna have to fight
Why
the
do you think
Zents.
I asked her that question?
You're all a bunch of idiots just signing your name, giving the information. Like, ha 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 ha. I didn't tell him where we're going though, so ha ha.
Aha.
Aha.
Yes, we're going to.
Also,
Right, they're gonna
we're
kill
gonna
the old
be
man.
here
By
and
the time we
here.
get back to Golden Fields, the old man's gonna be dead.
No. Be tragic.
I tell Belfry in this in the morning.
Please don't tell me this.
Yeah. Belfry, you know all those people super
Do you
well.
have a sending?
I lived there for most of my life, yes.
Okay. All right. Let's see.
Yikes.
Let's see what
Yikes.
happens here. All right. So, Belfry, during your watch, it's pretty quiet. It's just before dawn. The sun's gonna rise during your watch, and as you are there, you hear what sounds kind of like a neighing in the distance, and you're like, "What the fuck is that sound?" And then you kind of hear what sounds like something almost like clattering wood, or maybe even like a bell sound, and you're really fucking confused by it because you're like, this doesn't sound like a monster at all, but I can hear it kind of coming closer, and it's in the distance. And where your camp is situated at the moment, you think that you're in a pretty well secluded area, so but it is off the road, maybe what I would say probably about 100 yards or so. And this sound looks like it's coming from that direction. That's what it sounds like to you.
Okay, well, let's go check it out. See if it's going to.
It's the vampire all over
closer.
again.
Maybe he's come back. Put up my cloak of elf.
Cloak of Elvenkind, okay.
And stealth towards where I hear the sound.
All right, so go ahead and make me a roll. You don't wake up anybody in the group. Is that correct?
Nope.
Okay, so go ahead and make me a stealth check. All right, that's very good.
Wait.
All right. So as you are, kind of hiding between trees and underbrush, you got your hood on your cloak all the way up, and you're getting closer to the sound. You can make me a nature check. As you can kind of hear what sounds like braying, not really neighing. And then the clattering sound that you hear is obvious to you instantly as you recognize the braying as belonging to that of a donkey. And as you are looking down the road, you see a single lone donkey with what looks to be some sort of broken wagon pieces being dragged behind it by the reins or whatever halter that was attached to the donkey.
That's
And it's just walking by itself down the road. Quiet. Braying every once in a while. Pieces of broken wagon dragging behind it.
It's a trap.
I'll,
You see it stops and starts chewing on some grass.
I'll approach it. Dear donkey friend, do you want to be freed of this load?
I didn't hear what you actually said. What did you say, Jay?
My dear donkey friend, do you want to be freed of this load?
All right. Well, as you make me another stealth check because you had to stop and kind of take a look to figure out what the fuck that was.
Oh, sure.
So as you walk up to it, you do notice that it notices you. Oh wait, you have an advantage, right? Because of the cloak?
Yeah,
Okay.
so it's 12.
All right, hold on a second.
Too much better.
Now I need to actually check.
It's Pirate Dan's donkey! That
Oh, that's right.
that Tot stole! Is it Tot? Yes! It's the donkey that Tot stole. I don't know.
Oh,
I'm just saying.
Wisdom perception
I don't
checks
know if
made
that's
the
actually
team
what it
have
is.
Who put
disadvantage.
that in there? Who was that?
Oh, and they have disadvantage? Okay, so it is definitely not detecting you. As you see, you come up right along the side of it, and it has not seen you. You're kind of near like a tree, and you're gonna start speaking to it, you said?
Yes.
See if his name's
Okay.
Ed.
Well, immediately when you start speaking to it, then now your jig is up, and you see it
Yes.
pokes its head up, and its ears kind of twitch, and it seems really kind of scared of you, because you snuck up on it, and you're literally like a few feet away. So, make me an animal handling using charisma.
Sure.
Okay. So you see that it's not completely spooked off. It stays there and it kind of looks at you a little bit curiously. You could tell that its eyes are a little wide with fear, as if it doesn't know what to really make out of you, and it could bolt in any second, but it does not. You kind of calm it and you coo it, and what are you gonna do next?
It's
Talk
all
to
right,
him.
fella. I'm gonna try and detach this wagon. Let it be free.
Okay. So you walk up to the donkey and you see, like I said, it looks like a wagon just broke up behind it. You notice that it's got a couple scratch marks, like along the side, as if maybe the wagon or pieces of the wagon injured its legs, its hind legs in a way. But you're not really sure if that's really what happened or not. Could be an injury from something else. And the wounds to you seem, only maybe about a day or two old. You do see that the donkey looks like a little bit worse for wear. Definitely smells like it's been outside for a very long time. And you can even notice that the wagon pieces are kind of smeared in dried excrement, probably from the donkey. But you're able to remove the harness, no problem. It lets you do that.
And I'll give it a cure wounds. It's hurt.
Okay. So you cured a bit of its wounds. It looks really tired. When you start to cast magic, make me one more animal handling check.
Oh, sure. Now, don't get feisty. It's just a simple spell.
Okay. You're able to keep the donkey calm and remove the harness, no problem. You cast Cure Wounds upon it, and its wounds on its legs completely mend. Now that you're getting a much closer look at the donkey, you could tell that it is tired, very tired, as if it's probably been up for a straight 48 hours, at least.
Oh. All right. I'm gonna guide him back to camp and get him some.
Okay. So you're able to kind of guide him with your hands back over to camp, and you have food to give him.
Let's. Here.
Because the donkey looks like it's not interested in dried rations.
You have
Let's see.
apples.
Well, it depends. Actually, it depends on what it is. I mean, if it's
I
if
mean,
it's
you
like
can make
sausages-
mayonnaise.
I wish I had
Tons of
mayonnaise.
mayonnaise. No, we
I mean,
can't.
I could with my
We
alchemy
can.
jug, but
Yeah.
We have a jug of
We
alchemy.
have
You
the
can give it
alchemy jug.
mayonnaise.
Yeah.
Kareem has that. But it's beer right now. But
Oh, you do have one. No, it doesn't look like I have anything other than rations.
All right, that's fine. You give it some rations, and it actually looks like it's so hungry.
It'll eat anything.
Hard bread and hard cheeses, that are part of your ration kit. And it gobbles them up pretty greedily, as if it hasn't eaten in days. And you have a donkey.
Oh,
I could polymorph it to a monkey.
Ed the
Ooh,
monkey?
that's nice.
Donkey monkey.
This is obviously not an Ed.
Well,
This is a Ned.
did you
But it's
ask him?
I can ask him.
Can you ask
What's
him?
your name, little guy?
I'm petting him.
You have a way of.
Oh yes. I have speech of the woods. It's a limited speech. I don't know if it's exactly like Speak with Animals, but this is the description from the write-up in the Xanathus. It's the class ability. So they should be able to understand me. I don't think it will give me a name.
No.
Um,
No.
It can relay what it's seen, though.
yep, it does say that in the past events. You could ask why it's.
All right, so
The way it is.
yeah.
Who
So
strapped you like this? Is it big angry giants?
no. The impression that you get. You see that it kind of uses one of its front legs, taps your knee, and it says, "Smaller creatures, smaller."
I was
Green
curious what
creatures?
your donkey voice would sound like.
Goblin-like creatures?
Let's see. What would my donkey voice sound? Like Eddie Murphy? I'm a donkey.
I'm a donkey.
Seems right.
Cakes of layers.
Right. I don't have a very good Eddie Murphy impression, but anyway, I'll just stick with the voice that I'm currently using. So. Oh yeah, goblins. And it kind of nods its head and pokes at the ground. Lots of goblins. Strap the wagon to me.
Are me and Zorana awake?
Well, you guys are sleeping.
Yeah.
Oh, never mind then.
Oh yeah.
Thing. Well, I'll keep you away from the goblin.
Oh, you're a nice girl. Nice woman. Goblins
friend.
attacked by heroes. Other people in armor with weapons. Goblins all dead now, but I escaped.
Oh, it must have been quite a fright. Poor thing. Give it a pet. Scratch its name behind its ear.
Oh, you're nice. You remind me of my first master.
Oh, your first master was a druid?
No.
As a
He
pirate.
played the guitar.
Oh, a bard. A singer.
Yeah, big bug eyes, kind of old, wrinkly skin. I think he said his name was Dan. He called me Ed. Ed was my name.
Ed. All right, Ed.
Ed confirmed.
It's a pleasure to meet you. I'm Belfrian.
This is totally random, by the way. This is literally random on a random table.
It's just such a
Something came up.
coincidence.
Random table had Ed the donkey.
Yeah. I just happened to make it Ed. But...
Yeah. I mean,
Good old
Tot,
Ed.
Tot did get captured by you know.
Man, that's the blast from the past, man. It's so long ago.
Yeah,
That's
man.
so
Holy
good.
Like a
shit.
year ago, probably.
Yeah, there he goes. Ed the
There's
donkey.
Ed. There's Ed
He's
the donkey.
exceptionally large.
Oh, that's good.
Wow, man. Blast from the past. Everything comes full
Really
circle.
That's
So
fun.
for Kevin who doesn't know, Ed the donkey was actually the pack mule of one of the original characters of this campaign. This guy named Pirate Dan.
Yeah, that was
Kind-
before I was in.
Yeah.
Yep.
It was before even Eric was here.
Yeah. Pirate Dan was like what's that really old guy? Keith Richards? He was like the Keith. Forgot wrong.
He's pretty great.
But he was hilarious.
He was great, yeah.
But
I
yeah,
miss him.
Tot stole Ed the donkey and the wagon, and then
Yeah.
he like Tot the goblin.
Tot was a goblin.
This goblin
Yeah,
that we
I
met
remember
in
him.
Golden Fields. Yep. Or sorry, in
And then you
Grudhog.
re-encountered him in Grudhog.
Grudhog. Yep. Not Golden Fields. Yeah. So
Yeah.
it made sense to me. You know, it adds up.
Yeah, so the morning rolls around and fucking Belfrien's talking to a donkey.
Do we recognize
seems right.
It's
Yeah, donkey
exceptionally large donkey.
probably it is exceptionally large, so maybe you might remember him.
Belfrin,
you know.
where'd you get that donkey?
That looks like a horse.
Sound.
Winter sniffs him.
This poor thing was strapped to a cart and captured by goblins.
He reminds me of that other donkey we saw that one.
This donkey stinks, by the way.
Cat's
Also looks
clean
a little
on it.
emaciated,
Clean.
like he hasn't.
Clean.
You clean him up. All right.
His name is. He says
It
his
could
name
be
is
Ed. You're not really sure, but then when Belfrien says his name, you're like, oh shit! Wow.
That is Ed. Oh, glad you're okay, Ed. I pet Ed.
What did we do with him?
I don't know.
He just pats the ground with his foot.
I mean,
I guess we should keep
A
him.
friend of yours, then?
I guess so.
Maybe we can sell him at the next town over.
No.
Big enough that one of you can use him as a mount?
I have winter.
Not you, the others.
All right.
No, he's been through a lot. I'm just going to keep him by us.
Okay.
Make
I
sure
don't see a
nothing-
problem with that. I keep winter around, so. I keep winter around for a reason. Don't touch my winter.
Ed is gonna have a massacring battle charge.
Praying into battle.
So now you got Ed the donkey with your group. Hey, Eric's back.
Hey.
Yo, yo.
That's a hell donkey. That's what that
I'm
is.
gonna let this guy. Ed can carry my back, so I'm gonna put my stuff on him.
All right, Ed
He's
seems really happy
tired.
about that.
He is? Oh, okay.
Actually, no, he is
He's
pretty
pretty
fucking tired.
Yeah.
You
Give
can
him some
easily
more
tell
rest.
Belfrien that Ed's pretty exhausted.
Did he sleep?
No, because
No, he just barely got
had
back.
the last watch, and
Yeah.
the sun's coming up.
He kept talking
Actually,
to
the
it.
sun's up at this point.
Well, let's not waste it. Let's go, guys. Come on.
All right. Well, Ed the donkey kind of drags you behind. He walks like really slow and at a plodding pace, and you can tell like pretty much by midday that like this donkey's exhausted and probably needs to rest. Oh, but I do need a new roll from people. So we'll go with Thornburn now. So you can roll me a d20.
Okay, D20. Oh yeah, baby.
Ooh, that 20.
All right. Well, actually, nothing happens.
Oh.
All right.
But it's really exciting.
That was really exciting. But the second day passes pretty uneventfully. But like I said, by midday, Ed's exhausted. And he definitely needs some rest or some sort of curative magic cast on him. Otherwise, you got to stop and cut it short.
Do we have... No.
Lesser
Does
restoration?
lesser restoration help with that?
Nope.
Exhaustion. Oh,
no,
Greater does.
restoration.
Greater
does.
restoration.
Oh.
I don't have greater.
I mean, I could cast that.
Oh wait.
Yeah, why? I could do that.
Okay.
I mean, it's a lot of magic. Maybe we should just chill.
Yeah, let's just take a nap. Let's just let this thing sleep, and then we should be
Hour
fine.
nap.
Okay. Well, you're only able to travel at a very slow pace that day. You rest for the night, resuming your normal order.
Mhm.
I assume.
I'll make some good berries for Ed and whoever else wants a good berry.
Oh, he likes that. Yeah, he loves good
Is
berries.
Ed going slow? Can I tell if Ed's going slow because he's
Tired.
tired? There's
Tired.
like nothing wrong with him. He's
no,
just
he's just
tired
exhausted.
donkey.
Yeah, he's been
Yeah,
awake for
that's right.
48
Yep.
hours. Yeah.
Yeah, he
Damn
according
it,
to what
Belfrian.
Belfrian found out. Yeah.
Everything's on your watch.
Yeah, Belfrian, I need you to make another roll.
Wait, what? Really?
Yeah, we
geez.
got a
You
Oh,
rolled a
okay.
5. You're the 5th roll. You're the 5th
What?
All right.
watch. Yeah.
Wait, are we? Did we go to sleep? Is that what just happened?
Yeah, we
we
went to
rested
s-
2
yeah, we
days, so you have
rested.
everything back.
Before we go to sleep the second day, I'll cast Greater Restoration. No, wait a second. That's a shit ton of money and diamonds.
Yeah.
mind.
That's yeah.
Yeah,
I
so-
thought about casting
We
it on
just
the donkey,
sleep.
and then I remembered how much it
Alright.
costs.
No.
He'll
He can
recover over
sleep it
time.
off.
He's just needs sleep.
He's a donkey.
You don't
Yeah.
get very far on the second day. Like I said, you only were able to travel at a slow pace that day. But yeah, nothing really happened on the road. But on night 3, oh no, sorry, night 2, something may happen. Let's see what happens.
You find another donkey.
This is my dice roller. Oh my god. It may be another donkey. No, I'm just joking.
We have a whole army of donkeys. Dragon's breath passed on them.
No dragons.
Let's see what happens here.
Sounds
Okay.
like combat.
What'd you say?
It sounds like combat.
That's fine. He won't wake us up.
I got a lot of random tables to roll on. Let's see. Holy shit. All right. So it's not during your watch, Belfrian. As the sun is rising, you can see that the glorious dawn is bringing looks to be a giant rainbow in the distance. Except the rainbow looks very off to you. It seems to be kind of like in the western direction from where your camp currently lies, and the rainbow almost is like an arc. And without getting to higher ground, you can't tell where it ends and where it begins. But what's very unusual about it, like I said, is that it's an arc, and you have to study it closer to really figure out like why it's weird.
Well, it's
Just-
at night.
you get-
That's
you just
pretty
gotta-
weird.
And
It's
it
the
didn't
morning.
rain.
It didn't
Yeah,
rain.
Right.
They all arcs.
Aren't they? Yeah. Aren't rainbows arcs already?
It's a strange arc.
A stranger arc.
McDonald's.
It's like a McDonald's arch. Yeah, it's
Okay.
like it literally like you-
Yeah.
you know,
It's
you
not like
only-
a circle or whatever.
It's a double rainbow.
Oh.
It's a McDonald's rainbow.
It's like an upside down U.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's more
Ah.
strangely defined,
okay.
like a horseshoe.
It's an extreme arc.
Oh.
Okay.
It's an arc. The extreme.
So I need to get to high ground to.
So, like I said, it's not nighttime. It is dawn.
Okay.
You are only able to see it at dawn. If you wanted to try to study where it actually ends and begins, you'd have to actually, get to higher ground and look. Of course, you can choose to ignore it, and that's fine too.
No,
No,
don't
I
ignore it. It could be
I
good.
want leprechauns. Is there a
Money.
nearby tree I can climb?
Sure. There's some nearby tree, but they're very sparse and kind of short. Where you are, there's some low hills, but that's about it.
Can't you turn into a bird?
I can turn into a bird, yes. Quiet.
I was gonna say we wake up to an unconscious Belfrian who fell out of the trees.
I'm not some cat guy. All right. I will. Yeah, let me. Can I change into the?
A bird.
Turn into a bird. A owl.
Giant eagle?
Any version of bird.
A owl.
An
Giant eagle?
owl. An owl.
A owl.
I will
Okay.
fly up.
All right, good. So you fly up as an owl, and you can go ahead and make me a perception check as are you going near it or trying to fly in the direction, or you're just staying over your camp?
I'm staying over the camp right now.
Okay. Okay. So go ahead and make me a perception check.
Owls get advantage, I believe.
Yes, they do. Keen hearing and sight.
14.
14.
Okay. So your best guess is that it is pretty way in the distance. You see a copse of trees from your vantage point. That kind of sits in front of a large, well, not a large, but a few mountains. You're from this area, so I want you to make me a history to recognize what that area is.
Okay.
All right, that's very good. I'm going to reveal it on the map for you. You recognize the small forest as the Westwood, and you see that the mountains just situated to the east of the Westwood are called the Sword Mountains. And it looks like the arc, the Rainbow Arch, looks like it's coming into and out of the Westwood on the eastern border.
How far away from where I am?
Well, because of your
miles.
vantage height and due to the sheer size of the arch, it's you can measure it on the map, but it is miles, like 40 miles away.
Oh, geez. Oh. Okay. Right. And I'll descend, and if the rainbow is there when everybody gets up, I will point it out. Say, look, pretty rainbow.
Yeah.
Not a man-eating dragon. I love it. I love it.
Isn't it great?
Yeah. Anybody can choose to make a nature check if you wish.
What kind of check?
Nature.
Nature.
Rainbow check.
Rainbow check. I'm very good at rainbow check.
Yes, the rainbow check.
The rainbow check.
So Zorana, you definitely think that it's very unusual to see a rainbow. At this time in the morning.
Mhm.
Usually
Without
does not
rain.
happen. It's very unusual to without rain
And
without,
shaped like that.
And shaped like that as well.
Well, bless Lathander, he bestows many gifts.
That's not a fucking
Maybe.
rainbow.
Maybe it's a good omen. Maybe we should check it out.
Nope.
I mean, it's 40 miles out of the way. Let's just keep going.
Let's keep going.
But
I'll note it for later. Remember the
There's,
thing? Remember the thing Thornburr said about the little
Remember
problems?
those boons that I put in and showed to Joe?
I know I said that thing about not getting distracted, but that's just such a pretty rainbow, don't
It
you
is
think?
a rainbow. There you go, Thornburr.
It's not a rainbow.
What is it?
That's an unnatural
no moon.
phenomenon. It's not a real, naturally occurring rainbow. Tell
That's
you
a
that.
space station.
Yeah, that's your impression, Zorana. That's what.
That is not a naturally
guys-
occurring rainbow. In the
If you guys
middle.
look real close, you can see the rainbow.
Yeah, I saw it.
Funny.
That's so weird.
All right.
Skittles.
So you guys ignore it for now,
Uh-huh.
and you guys decide to continue on the road. All right. So
I love the rainbow.
make a little note here: rainbow in Westwood.
Yep.
Oh God, it's just
Rainbow
gonna stay there
in Westwood.
and taunt us.
That's all you guys.
It's
on the
probably a
map.
good thing, but we're just leaving it.
I do not want to go to Asgard.
This is like the closest we're gonna be.
Damn it!
Alright.
Let's go to the rainbow.
All right.
Yeah, let
So
the giants destroy the next village. It's cool. Let's go check out a rainbow.
Who cares about giants? It's the rainbow.
No, the
Red
short
Larch
man
is right
makes the
there. It
point.
needs saving. It's
The
always
short
in
man.
trouble.
all right.
Short man makes a point. Let's carry on.
All right,
God damn
so
it.
travel on the third day will be Zerana.
Okay.
You can make me a d20 roll.
Oh, look at that.
you got a 20 again. All right.
Look at that.
Nothing.
So fortunately for you guys, nothing happens.
Very peaceful days.
Yeah, very peaceful days. I mean, you
Yeah.
encounter some travelers and stuff like that, but nothing
Say hi.
extraordinary. Nothing to,
Hey,
really
look.
write home about or anything like that.
There's a person.
Fucking roll
Belfriend.
Belfried
What
again. All right, Belfried, you got
You
another
gotta change your
D20 roll
dice.
on the
Watch
on the
if
third.
if we change
it
the
the
if
war
we
next
change the
time.
watch, then like it's gonna get Belfriend
No?
again. Belfriend's gonna be like, I'm gonna wake up first. I'm gonna do first watch this time, okay? And then it's
Nope.
gonna get a 1, and she's just gonna
Nope.
have to encounter something
Well,
again.
fortunately for you
That'd be
guys,
hilarious.
on night 3, nothing happens. And it passes pretty uneventfully, and let me move you along the road here. So just give me a second. Yep.
make
You're
it
just outside of Red Larch at this point.
So then let's just walk right into the Red Larch. There's no point
Yep.
in camping right outside.
On day 4, you
Let's push it. Let's hop it.
Right outside the fence.
well, you were a couple miles outside. And if you did want to rest there for the night, that's okay, and hence why nothing eventful happens with Red Larch.
Mhm.
In terms of what Red Larch looks like, I'll leave it to Eric to describe.
Is it really
There's
wet
a-
right now? Like,
There's
please
a-
tell me it's
there's a-
wet.
Group of adventurers there.
There's a pungent smell of pickles in the air as you walk through the town.
The pickle stand. Please tell me
Just a little.
the pickle stand's open, right?
Is Grun there?
Grun is
Just a little
there.
rural town. Couple bars, couple taverns.
Spa.
People.
There's a spa.
There's
what
a
is
spa.
pretty extraordinary, though, is that they do have like 3-story stone inn, right?
There's a really nice inn.
Is it that big?
There's a really nice bar right across the street.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
There's a spa.
There's like a bunch of. It's just full of like craftspeople. It's like craftspeople for travelers. So if you want to buy anything,
Or sell
Yeah.
anything.
this
Or
is a good
selling.
town.
This is a good town to do that. That's correct.
Can get some rations. It's okay,
Yeah,
I got
true.
good berry.
You got another mouth to feed, so you got some donkey food would be actually nice
yeah,
instead
yeah.
of him eating
Or
order
selling the
ration.
donkey.
Or you can sell the donkey off. that's
Let's sell this donkey. We can't keep him.
What?
Yeah.
Poor
Why not?
Ed.
And let's look for a monkey while we're
He's
doing
not
that.
trained for war. It's not a war donkey.
Does Red Larch have monkeys?
What?
I'm looking for monkeys.
With
they have
the
a pet
proper
shop?
training, it
No,
could
they
be
don't have a
anything.
pet shop.
Maybe you can trade it.
They don't know. It could be.
Yeah.
Maybe
I'm
there's
sure
somebody on
the
the side of the
wagon
road.
makers need donkeys, you know. I
They
think.
just
Yeah.
happen to have monkeys, so it's perfect.
Any kind of pet shop?
There are no pet
You
shops.
know what, Kareem? Go ahead and roll me.
What am I rolling?
Yeah, you're rolling.
Rolling
Roll me
What
what?
am I rolling?
You're rolling a
What?
d20.
D20.
20.
Okay.
Just a regular D20.
Yep.
Roll a monkey check.
No, I'm sorry. There are no pets sold in town.
Damn it.
There's no pet shop in Red Larch.
There's a chicken person. I know that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
there's
this
a
lady
lady.
sells chickens. How about that?
It's a lady.
There
It's
is a lady that sells. She's a nice lady that sells chickens.
There's actually two.
2 ladies.
Look at that.
There's a lot of chickens in this town.
Hey, quite a competitive business now.
It is.
They have like 2 of everything there.
Yeah, so there is also a shrine here. It's called the All Fates Shrine. It's a place of worship that caters to multiple faiths, and you see a place called the Swinging Sword, which is that respectable 3-story stone inn. And then there's a ramshackle yet lively tavern known as the Helm at High Sun. For a night stay, I assume, at the Swinging Sword, that will cost you guys
Some
whatever
silver.
the cost is in the player's handbook. Yeah, let me look
I
it
don't
up.
know, Thornborough. That seems pretty lazy to me that this church is supposed to be for all faiths. Shouldn't you set up a shrine specifically to your god somewhere?
What if there's an evil faith? Do they help them too?
Yeah, they're all faiths.
That's a good question. I'm gonna. Can I go in and ask about that? I think I want to do.
Sure.
I'm going
Let's
with you.
get distracted.
Never leave Red Larch version 2.
You started it, Kevin. You started it.
I know. I'll go with you because I started it. So I'll go with you.
I'm going with him.
All right, so there's a guy in there. Kind of looks like a meek dude. He's wearing some gray nondescript robes, and he's bald on the top of his head, like in the middle, and he's got kind of like this monk haircut. A little stubble on his face, maybe no older than 17 or 18. And he sees you guys, and he says, "Oh, welcome to the Old Finch Shrine. Is there something I can help you with?"
Yeah, I'm just curious. Do you divide by wings which faith is which? Is there an evil section and a good section? How does this work?
Well, no. Evil and good are merely concepts that have been derived by.
You've never heard of the planes then?
Well, well, here's my response to that. There's a god of, like love or like a god of like trees. There's also a god of murder. Now I feel like
that's right. Well,
the god of murder, like you gotta say that one's worse than the god of trees, right?
well, I mean,
Bro,
it may be
trees
worse
have
to one
ruined many
person.
sidewalks.
Well, it depends which god's more powerful.
It's just a social construct, man.
Wow, yeah. It's just that's the way the things are. Everybody gets a place here in the All Saints Shrine.
I look
All
around. Are there
Faiths
like
Shrine. I'm sorry.
Are there a bunch of like symbols of everything on the wall?
Yeah. So from what you could tell, there's literally like hundreds of alcoves in here, and the building is kind of set up in we'll just say it's like kind of like a spiral. There's like a tunnel, and in the tunnel themselves, there's just innumerous alcoves, and each of the alcoves is like a small little statue or symbol or something that represents the god in some way, along with a little plaque that kind of explains the portfolio that the god covers. So people are encouraged to go into the alcove and give their offerings and pray or do whatever they want there.
Well, Thornburg, this answered all my question. It is lazy. No, I'm ready to go if you're good.
All right.
Either lazy or a
you
lot of effort, because that's a lot of things to put up. And
I kind of want to steal some of the evil gods.
So they do have a pretty respectable staff of people that do maintain the shrine and stuff like that, and they collect the offerings if they're rotten or whatever the case is. Well, I mean, you're free to make an offering if you wish to your god.
yeah, I'm just looking
Look
for
around. I mean, you can spend
Sylvanas.
hours here reading everything. It's like a museum.
Yeah, I'm gonna walk around and I'm gonna find like a few different gods that sound good and like
Just shopping for gods.
I'll put a gold piece in Zorana.
This one's fall 99.
You notice that some of the gods, like, there are
Sylvanas.
suggested type of offerings, and while some are suggested to like give gold, like the god of trade, for example, like Joaquin, some others aren't. You see that the god of murder, for example, a god by the name of Baal.
Human sacrifice.
Baal. Yep.
Yeah, I'm gonna pass.
No, it's
Baal.
Bahal.
Like
I
his
literally looked that up.
offering is a bowl of blood. So
And,
I'm gonna
yeah,
pass
pass
on
on-
him.
pass on Baal.
it's not always appropriate to give gold. Is what I'm saying.
You're not gonna tip the bowl.
Okay.
Yeah, you find the bowl empty when you get there.
I'm just looking for Sylvanas so that I can place like a flower.
Sure. So Sylvanas, it looks like typical offerings on the plaque say something nature related, like a flower, a piece of bark.
A monkey.
Okay, I'm gonna
It's usually
check
something
out.
plants.
Okay, it's plants specifically.
Well, for
Okay.
Sylvanas, yeah.
Mhm.
If
You know
you're
what?
looking for some other specific gods, or just gods in general, some good gods in general, I can give you that.
Yeah, is there like a? Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Is there like a god of oceans?
Yeah, of course. There is a
Okay.
god of oceans. I think there's
Ocean Man.
actually a few.
Ocean Man.
Poseidon Jr.
Umberly,
I can also look at my
the
player's
bitch
handbook. I'm just being
queen.
busy.
Just
Sure,
being
sure.
lazy.
So you find god of the sea. Actually, you find several gods of the sea, and you're
Okay.
actually helped out by a few
Okay.
priests that are maintaining the shrine. You find Umberly is one of them. Umberly is otherwise known as Bitch Queen, the Queen of the Good Depths. She is an evil sea goddess. You see that her typical offerings are treasure, stagnant water.
Wish I had a squid. Let's put a
Yeah.
squid.
I'm gonna pass. I'm
like
gonna
a dead
pass.
animal, like a dead sea animal. Another one is called Valkyr. Valkyr is the captain of the waves. You find out that Valkyr was an exarch of Tempest. He's the patron of sailors. So his offering is a bowl of seawater, some lemons,
Rope.
rope.
Lemons.
Let's see. Another ocean god is Deep Shashelis. Deep Shashelis is an elven deity who currently maintains a domain off the coast of the Moonshay Isles. He is the god of aquatic elves. He's also a fierce enemy of Sawagans, which you've encountered before. And his offerings are like a reef, volcanic stone,
Dolphin.
pearls,
Chaotic good.
dolphin scales. And then the very last one is
Dolphins have scales.
no, this isn't really related to oceans.
So that third one, that seemed like the best of them, probably like the nicest.
The captain is too.
The captain was good.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll go to the captain actually,
Valkyr, okay.
and I'm gonna take
Daniels.
out that shark skin underwear.
Yeah, that's great. That would work. You're like, oh, this would fit.
What?
This
You're
is
giving
right.
those up?
Oh my.
think- Oh yeah,
put
Balabar,
some
you got
clothes
it.
on.
Ooh, as you take out the sharkskin underwear with the intention to offer it to Valkyr, you feel like the hair on the back of your neck and your arms kind of stand up, almost like as if they're electrified.
I don't know if that's good or bad, but I'm gonna step away from you.
I'm
Yeah.
still with that.
Valkyr's symbol, by the way, is a shield with 3 bolts of lightning.
I think Emmon might be nearby.
No, he's off courting some halfling chick.
Oh yeah, that's right. Well, I'm gonna put it down. I'm gonna offer the shark skin underwear.
All right. So you do that, and when you put it down, you feel like a static jump from the bowl to your fingertips, and you feel like your hair almost kind of like frizzes out a little bit, the hair on the top of your head, and this feeling of electrified, electricity like kind of courses through your veins, and you feel like kind of weird and good, like you did something really good. And then you notice that the sharkskin underwear just kind of like fades right before your eyes, as if the offering was accepted.
Dude, he's gonna wear that to all the get-togethers with the other gods.
Man.
Check out my new pants!
Underpants.
If anybody ever gives me shit about taking underwear again,
Yeah, I don't give any shit.
Favorite
know
of the
you guys were pretty
gods. Why?
supportive,
I gave him
actually.
underwear.
Yeah. So Thornburr, I'm gonna write you something here privately. Just give me a
All right.
second.
Privately, for your private.
You are now a sailor.
I'm
You
just
will now have wind on your back for all time.
What do you think, Thornburr? You good here, or you gonna offer up
yeah.
more clothing?
no.
Maybe your socks?
I'm
Let's
just
go to
gonna
the bed.
go. Yeah, I'm just gonna go say a little prayer at Lathander's
Cubicle.
Lathander's cubicle.
you confess your sins.
I'll leave an invoice, of course.
A voicemail.
Yeah. So this is day 4. You're kind of like,
Yeah.
exploring Red Lodge.
Uh-huh.
Just that you're aware.
Mhm.
All right. So let me just make a note of this. All right. So yeah, you go up to Lathander's cubicle, like you said, and you say some prayers there. I don't know if you're planning on making an offering or not.
I don't really think I have anything. What are the suggested offerings?
The suggested offerings for Lathander.
Live baby.
Sunlight.
I laughed a little bit too loud at that.
Sunlight, yeah, somehow. Sunlight in a bowl.
Rainbows.
I mean,
He's
some bleached cloth. Let's see what else. A sunflower. Think some grapes. Oddly enough, are suggested.
That makes sense.
so I'm just gonna sit there and I'm gonna think. I'm gonna like look at those suggestions
I
I'm
have
gonna
a
look at the things
sunflower.
and kind of look through my backpack. And like, all right,
Where did
well,
I put those grapes?
Lathander, I just wanted to say thank you for everything. Things have been going great since you came to me that morning. So, rock on, Lathander, and have this flute, and I put this golden flute that I have.
All right.
I know it's not necessarily on brand, but I think it's the most coolest thing I have, and I just want to give you something back. So,
All right.
here
You
you
laid
go. And I put it
the
down.
flute in the bowl, and you feel like a hand on your shoulder, on your right shoulder, and as you look up, you see Seraphina, kind of standing over you, and she says to you in your mind, you hear her say, "Lathander is pleased with your service, Thornbear. He says you are doing well and right by him."
All right, yeah. So I didn't think he liked drugs. That's why I didn't let Kareem buy any.
You're on the right track, I say.
She says, "Your friends need you, Kareem most of all."
Yeah.
She says, "Do not lose faith and light their paths."
All right. Will do.
She says, "But do
Definitely
not tarry
true.
too long." She says, "The giants are taking over the realms. Slowly but surely, they will succeed unless you plan to stop them."
Okay. But okay. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. But also,
No
like,
pressure.
can you
You
tell
have
me
to
about?
get to the Eye of the All-Father.
Okay. Yeah,
Soon.
I'm on it. But just before you go, what was that rainbow? Do you know? I'm so curious. I can't stop thinking about it.
She says, "A creature of benevolence in dire need."
Oh. But you say I gotta go to the Giants. Okay, I trust you. I trust Lathander. All right. Okay. All right. I'm not gonna tell anyone else that because that's.
Thornburg, I'm standing right next to you. Telling people what?
Oh,
I'm also offering up a sunflower that I have from somewhere
Thornburg, who are you talking to?
to
don't worry
Lathander.
about it.
Yeah, you can kind of see him whispering over his shoulder, looking up at the air. And you're like, "What the fuck is going on?"
We gotta.
Did
She
you get into Kareem's drugs?
No. She just. We should go fight. We should go fight giants. I'm done.
Yeah,
I'm done. I'm ready to go.
All right,
Yeah.
let's go.
All right. Fair enough.
Don't go to Rainbow. Get the fuck out of Red Larch. This is the motto here. Get the fuck out of Red Larch.
All right.
It's a common
So,
Let's sleep and head out in the morning.
Well,
Yes.
you already slept. It is day 4,
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, let's go then.
but you can leave.
Anyone needs
You've
anything.
only been hanging around a couple hours, so. All right. So you guys aren't doing anything else in Red Larch. You're leaving. Yes.
I say yes.
I
Anyone
mean,
else?
as tempting as the spa is, I'm not gonna go to the spa.
We got rid of the donkey, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
we
did you sell off the donkey?
Yeah.
Yes, I would. Yes.
I'll find a good
My
one.
recurring NPC was gonna come back one day.
It's larger than a normal donkey. So how much do they offer for it?
Yeah.
That is a very good question.
Yeah, it's a real good donkey.
Especially because under the last
He's been
several
through a
days,
lot.
it's
This
been
is a
under the
tough-
care of a druid.
This is a tough donkey. Like
One
he's
gold.
seen some shit.
I have to think.
He was
Who's doing a negotiation? How about that?
Someone with the highest charisma.
Everybody's like,
Not me.
It's not.
Not me.
Don't do
Where's
it.
Emin?
My persuasion's decent.
Mine's not.
Yeah, mine's zero.
My intimidation's pretty good.
My persuasion's probably the best. I'll try and do
Get
it.
on it.
Zero, yeah.
So yeah, I
I could intimidate them.
what am I trying to do? What am I doing here?
Sell the donkey off
You're
for
selling
more.
the donkey
Oh,
off.
yeah.
Yeah.
He's a prime donkey.
He's a
bigger
noble
than your
steed.
average donkey. Look at those teeth.
He
He,
has-
could chew through
Alright.
something big. I don't know.
Why don't you
A
go
rope,
and
a
roll the persuasion check there, buddy?
There's something.
Oh,
Very nice,
yeah.
very nice.
That's pretty
Why?
good. Yeah. I don't know what the fuck this is called. Let's say you get double the price for the donkey. How about that?
Yeah.
Considering that it's been cared
practically a
for.
horse.
Yeah, it's practically a horse. I don't know. We'll say 2 gold. You get 2 gold for the donkey. Well,
All right. I'm keeping it. I'm keeping it.
Wait, what? We mean keeping what? The gold? Yes.
Yeah.
The
Correct.
gold.
A donkey goes for 8 gold pieces.
oh wow, look at that. All right, you get 15.
15. Okay. You know what? I'm keeping it.
What do you mean? We're all
Kareem-
watching you.
Kareem,
No.
no.
Sell the damn donkey. You can't take care of this damn stupid thing.
No, I'm
Oh,
keeping
he's keeping
The
the gold.
gold.
Okay, thank God.
Because you did all the work.
taking it. Yeah.
We help.
Like I was in that temple for so long and you couldn't freaking sell this donkey. Come on. We gotta go.
You were
guys.
like flashing underwear on people.
We
I
gotta
don't
go
give
to
a damn.
bed. It's like nighttime or something
No,
almost.
it's morning.
Oh.
Okay, let's
No,
let's,
that's morning.
No.
let's move
Oh, I
onward.
You just spent a couple hours in the All Fates shrine,
Okay.
and then you can head out now. and
Upward
travel
and
during the day.
onward.
All right.
Donkeyless, we leave.
Yeah, donkey list you leave. So Balabar, go ahead and make me a roll. As you travel along the 4th day, and nothing happens. So that's great news.
Fifth day. Fifth
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
Right.
are able to travel another 24 miles. So you're at the Gene Long Road. And let me see if anything happens on your watch. Anybody's watch.
Number 5.
Did I roll number 5?
What?
A 2 this time.
Ooh.
That is Zarana.
I don't even remember anymore.
I wrote it down. So go ahead and roll me a d20, sir.
6.
All right. Fortunately for you, nothing happens on a 6. So you guys are good.
And that's the night of the
Yeah.
6th. So now it's the 7th.
This is the
No.
night of day 4.
Oh wait.
So it's night 4.
6
I'm
more
already
days?
confused.
Let's see. You
We
were
just
traveling
spent
on
the
a normal
5th
pace, so
day in.
6 more days. That is correct.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh,
All right.
What?
So, what's your question?
Never mind.
You
Never mind.
confused?
Yeah.
I'm confused. Let's go.
We had one slow day and we had a half day in Red Larch.
Yeah.
It was
A
like a
little
couple
slower.
hours in Red Larch in the morning.
Mhm.
And onward.
Onward. Okay. So day 5. Belfrian, you roll now.
Oh, we did day 5.
Nothing.
Well, that might actually be different.
Is it different?
It is different.
We're in the post Red Larch phase.
Yes.
Give me-
Where everything is backwards. We're in the upside down.
Oh, you gotta be kidding me. I keep rolling a 4 on this fucking thing.
Donkey.
I'm just gonna re-roll that.
It escaped new owners and we find it.
Oh, let's see. What is this? All right. So, as you guys are walking around, there is just an inordinate amount of pollen in the air. You see that you guys are walking along the road, and there are literally fields and fields of you guys ever seen those like type of daisies that grow up out of the ground that when you blow on them it kind of like
Yep.
what are they called?
Dandelions?
Dandelions?
They're all over my
Dandelions.
yard right
They're all
now.
over the
Yeah,
fucking
except
yard.
these are like monster dandelions. They're huge. They're
them
of
all.
varying sizes. You see that they also are interspersed with these kind of tall, really wide-topped brown mushrooms that are real skinny. They have like real skinny stalks. And something about traveling through this area makes all you guys just like sneeze and your eyes water and you get puffy and you just have like a miserable day traveling. And you go into that night, all of you. I'm gonna say all of you have to make a Constitution saving throw.
Thanks, somebody.
I think somebody knows who it was.
Wow, that's pretty good so far.
Alright, well,
Still
you can
pretty
get
good.
One more. Oh, Winter 2.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm getting winter. Hold up.
Oh,
Oof.
I'll have Blinky fly above it all.
It's
80 feet up.
Yeah, it's gonna need to make it. Still, it'll be. It's just everywhere in the air. Yeah. All right. So Blinky, Belfry, and Zorano, all three those people, are all gonna go into the night with exhaustion.
Okay, I put Blinky in my familiar pocket.
Okay, that's fine. All right. And like you told me before, every night you're casting the hut, right?
Yep.
Okay. Okay, so you guys can still hear me, right?
Mhm.
All right. So bad allergies.
Did you?
All right. So you go into night 5. Let's see
Sure.
if anything happens. Okay. This is on Zorana's watch again.
Yeah. Wait, is it D20? I just rolled 20.
Yep. D20.
12.
12.
12.
12.
Okay, so that is definitely something. Give me a second.
The pollen's following us. I know it.
5. Again. Donna.
Okay, so Zorana, on your watch, as you guys are there, you notice that it's pretty dark because you have the second watch, and as it's approaching midnight, just starts to get like really dark and quiet. And you think, yeah, you're kind of like still sneezing and you're feeling like really tired and exhausted, and you definitely need a full night of rest. But you notice that there's kind of looks like a little cluster of what you think are glowing fireflies off in the distance, and they're kind of like hovering real low to the ground. And you just make it out. Do you have a campfire? No, right?
Mm.
Okay, so you can actually see it pretty clearly because you don't have a campfire. Your eyes don't have that glare from the fire. And you can see that it's maybe about, in a nearby, like small little copse of trees, some bushes there, and your impression is that it's definitely within that area.
And it really looks like little fireflies.
Fireflies kind of swarming around each other, at least maybe 1 or 2 dozen, and they're kind of low to the ground. You ever seen like a cloud of gnats during the summer? That's what it kind of looks like, except bigger because they're fireflies, and they're glowing in the middle of the night.
Achoo! I don't really want to move to check it out. I'm just gonna keep watching it and then tell the next person about it.
Okay. You notice that it doesn't go away. And then when you wake up the third person on the watch, which is Thornbur.
There's
You
a
tell him about it?
there's a thing of little floaty dragonflies over there. Can you see it? I don't hear you, Eric.
Yeah, they're glowing. They're glowing. I can see it.
Yeah,
That's
I don't know what that is. Achoo!
We're doing all right there.
Yeah, I'm okay. It's stupid fucking dandelions. Goddamn piece of shit.
All right. Well, do you know what kind of? Have you ever seen anything like this before? I mean, you're usually the nature person.
Nature, yeah, yeah. Let's see. Think about it. Let's think
Yeah.
about it. Check.
As you're thinking about that kind of stuff, and you're like, yeah, that's those are fireflies.
Those are fireflies.
Well, either that or they are, and
They
yeah,
might be
that's your impression.
fireflies.
I've never seen anything like that. I think I'm gonna go up for a closer look.
Are you sure?
They're just fireflies. You just said it. I start walking over.
Wait. I'll go with you.
Remember the locusts?
All right, just keep in mind, Serrano, you currently are dealing with exhaustion.
Yeah.
So on any checks, you're gonna have disadvantage on any
Disadvantage.
ability checks.
I'm cool with that.
All right, so are you guys approaching quietly?
Not really. I mean,
Eh.
yeah, no, actually, yeah, because I'm not trying to scare them away.
Achoo.
Okay. All right, so why don't you both make me stealth checks? However, Serrano, who is sneezing,
I'm fucking good at being
Holding
quiet.
that in.
Well, I'm
you will
not.
get disadvantage.
Not holding it in.
My sneezes are very quiet and adorable. Like you can't
Yeah.
even.
Thornbur sneezes for you.
Unfortunately, Thornbur is not quiet. You see that he's like
you
stepping on
sneeze quietly.
branches.
You sneeze quietly, and I yell, "Lathander, bless you."
Exactly. So as you guys are approaching, you definitely scare off the fireflies. And you see that they kind of just scatter, almost like the ashes of a fire in the dark. You see that they kind of fly off, and as they do so, it almost looks like they leave behind their light. They disappear completely into the darkness. But you notice that the lights kind of fall down to the ground like really, really slowly. And then as they do that, they seem to lay on what looks like a patch of almost what you can tell are like almost like a fiery colored grass.
That's kind of cool.
You see a small patch, enough that you think you can probably collect it, although you'd have to figure out how. But it's like almost like the color of red and flame, and
Is it hot?
it glows before your eyes, like as if the fireflies left it behind.
Maybe,
Think this will start a wildfire? I mean,
No, it doesn't look like it's smoking or anything like that. It definitely appears magical to you. Something about it.
should we collect it? Do you know how to do that? Should
I'm-
we wait for Belfriend?
I'm proficient in herbalism.
Yeah, you could probably do that, although you're tired and you.
Yeah, very tired.
Actually, I'm also proficient in herbalism
Mm.
as well.
Yeah.
So I
You
We're
can
can try.
herbalists.
Not sure if you brought your kit with you, or if you left it behind in the camp, but you can easily go retrieve it.
I always have it with me.
You got your kit?
Yeah.
Let me do this. You look tired.
Okay. Here you go.
You're not really sure what this is either, so you can always try to attempt to identify it as well. And to do that, I would say either Arcana or Nature. Either one would work.
14.
So
There's
good.
a number there.
14's not good enough.
Yeah, I'm not. I mean, ooh, close.
Yeah, you guys have no idea what this is. But so Thornbur, you grab or you're given Zorana's kit, and you can attempt to collect it. Go ahead and make me a herbalism kit using your.
Wisdom.
Is it wisdom?
Wisdom. This is for me.
Well, it's actually whatever I decide to use. And due to trying to collect this, I'm going to
Yeah.
say that it is a dexterity check.
Dexterity? Ooh, all right. I'm not going to be much better than you, probably.
I will allow Zoran to
Zorana.
assist, though.
I'll assist. Yeah, I'm very dexterous and tired. Achoo!
She's just tired, but she's like, no, don't cut there. Go a little lower.
Yeah, exactly. Right.
Oh, nice.
That's very good. That's very good. So, using the kind of like the scissor-like scythe tools, you're able to collect a lot of this grass that is really, really warm to the touch, almost like almost to the point of like as if you were touching like very hot water. It's hot, hot enough that you can't hold it in your hand for a time without feeling like it's gonna burn you. But you don't get the impression that it's gonna burn whatever you store it in. Probably it would be safe to store it in glass, which you have in the kit, which is okay. So you take a lot of these strands, or as many of these, not strands, but blades of fiery grass as possible, and you've managed to.
Well, we want to leave some so it can keep growing, right? We don't want to just kill it.
Yeah,
Fine.
no, it's nature.
Okay,
you know?
I'll say that you
We
rolled high
respect
enough to be able to.
nature. Yeah.
Sure.
Nice, yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
These are pretty.
Unfortunately, you don't know what it is or what it does,
But we got some.
but you got it.
All right. Well, we'll ask Belfrine in the morning. You go to sleep. You look terrible.
Yeah. Okay. Well, Thornburg.
Yeah.
Thanks for rezzing that guy. I felt really bad about accidentally killing him. And
Oh,
stuff.
yeah. Yeah, that was pretty bad.
I didn't mean to do that. I really didn't.
Yeah, you just sometimes I feel like you get angry and then you just like you can act before you
weird.
think.
Yeah, I should do that more.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like, you know what? Zorana, you got a good heart. Just you're doing just fine. You're doing just fine. Why don't you go to sleep?
Really?
You look
Really?
very tired.
Oh, thanks, Thornburg. I mean, I look like I'm gonna go give him a hug, but I'm a little too shy, so then I just turn and go to bed.
All right. Fair enough. All right. So the rest of the night passes pretty uneventfully, and the morning rolls around on day 6.
Don't give it to me the next watch to identify.
Oh, yeah, you could have done
In the
that if you
morning.
wanted to, or you could just wait for
I was
everybody to be
thinking that.
awake.
Yeah, I'll mention it to you when I wake you up.
All right. So as I described, looks like red and orange blades of grass collected in tubes. Your Arcana check immediately recognizes it. You know that this is something that can be dried out. It is called dang fire, and you can dry it out and smoke it like tobacco. And you know that when you do so, it actually grants the person smoking it the ability to resist flame and fire. Meaning that, in other words, they take half damage from it for a period of 1 hour.
I take some tobacco and I start smoking it in my stone pipe.
During my watch?
No.
Yeah, it is currently.
You just
Kevin's
wake
watch.
up and do
Malabar's
that?
watch.
He
And-
just
and-
Next
the
the morning.
second you think tobacco, Kareem bolts awake and is
Drugs?
And you rolled high enough to know also, Balabar, that doing so, smoking it does make the smoker very sweaty and hot as well.
Hell yeah.
I'm not gonna mention that part.
For the lulz.
Oh, it's also very rare and expensive. It looks like they collected about an ounce of it, and it goes for about 500 gold an ounce.
Holy
Yeah,
moly.
see, I'm not gonna tell any of them about smoking it. I'm just gonna dry it out so we can sell it.
You can easily dry it out, with like a fire spell or something like that if you have produce flame or firebolt. It's
I have
pretty easy.
firebolt. Yeah.
Mhm.
You can dry it out over the course of your watch.
Okay,
It doesn't burn up, in other words.
Yeah. I'll do that.
All right. Cool. So morning rolls around then.
So morning rolls, and I'll go to Zorana. This is interesting stuff you find. You should save it so we can sell it in the next town. It'll get us a lot of money.
Oh,
I'm smoking my tobacco.
You
okay.
talking about?
I'll put it in the bag of holding.
You tell them what it is.
No.
I trust Balvar.
I don't want to see it get wasted. I don't want to see it get wasted. I saw a particular person with a really fascination about drugs, so I don't want to see it get wasted.
All right, so I'm just gonna indicate here. You got 1 ounce dang fire, 500,
Dang fire.
500 gold.
Wait,
Then it's 1 hour.
I'm putting it in the loot.
Kind of wish it was dank fire.
Dank
Dang
fire.
All right, well, day 6 morning, you guys. Cream, you said you were smoking your pipe, right? Sure. Okay. All right, so go ahead. I think we're back at the beginning of the order now. So, Cream, you can roll me the d20.
Sure.
Oh. Actually, it might be good. Nope. All right. So actually, nothing happens on day 6. I'm gonna move you guys along the map here, along the road. You travel another 24 miles. You're getting there. You're close. You're almost at the town of Westbridge. You're still a few miles away. Do you want to push on or continue?
Just a few miles?
Or stop?
It's like more than a few.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
no, that's more than a few.
It's
Yeah.
like 6 hours away.
Yeah.
No,
Stop here.
Rest.
All right. So
14 miles? Come on, it's only a half marathon. I ran one in 3.5 hours. Walked.
what?
I walked it.
on Balabar's watch, you can go ahead and roll me a d20. Okay, nothing happens. So day 6, night 6 passes uneventfully. All right. Okay. Next person to roll then is Zorana on day 7.
You find a Westbridge.
I find a bridge to the west. 12.
Yeah. So let's see.
It's just funny because there's no West Road. Where is this bridge going?
Dun-na.
There's no river there. Where is it going?
Why is there a bridge?
What is this?
Try it up a long time ago. Take the historical tour. You'll learn.
That doesn't sound like a distraction. Let's do it.
All right. So let's see here. Oh my god. Give me 1 second.
Uh-oh.
I don't know if I want to do that one. Just give me 1 minute. You guys can take a little break if you want. Or actually, I think this would be a great time to stop. It's about 8:12. Something is definitely going to happen. I will figure what that something is by the time next session starts. But we
Perfect.
are on day 7. It's definitely one of the things you guys gave me, so I'll leave it at that. And so we'll end the night here.
Okay.
Great.
All right.
No.
Okay.
It's all good.
So I hope you guys had fun. Thanks for playing. I know it's been a long time since we last played. We are gonna pick it back up in 2 weeks on the 18th.
I will not be here, unfortunately.
What are you gonna do?
I have to travel up to Omegang for the Monday to the Wednesday.
Reschedule, baby?
Oh, yeah,
Fine.
sure.
Can we find a day that we could work together with and all play, maybe?
Oh yeah, that'd be fine. Can't do Mondays unless your game is you're not available anyway, right?
No, it's no game.
What days are you available that week then, Kevin?
Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. The Sunday before as well.
I could do the Sunday before.
The 16th.
That'd be the 16th, yeah.
How about you
I
guys?
could do the 16th.
I could do 16.
I think I can do the
Yeah,
16th
that
also.
should work.
So what time?
Same time.
Same
Alright.
time.
Sunday.
I think.
I'm down whenever that day.
Yeah, I could do
Yeah,
any time.
Sunday's
really.
easy.
Okay, so then we'll aim for 9 to 12. That Sunday on the 16th.
Okay.
All right.
Awesome. Good.
Sounds good, and then we don't have to miss any
Perfect.
players.
Yeah.
All right, well, thank you all. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Yeah, no
I'd
problem.
much rather reschedule than lose a member.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. All right, guys. Thank you for playing. I know I'm sorry to have to cut it short a little bit, but
Thank
You're
you.
good.
No
could be
problem.
complicated. So,
Yeah, it's some
That was
good
good.
role play
Uh-oh.
going on.
do you guys like this randomness, or is it just
No,
too
it's
much
good.
time
It's good.
wasting?
Yeah, no,
I'm
it's
Who
fine
fine.
picked
with it.
dandelions? Who picked allergies?
That was me.
You're like,
Is it really?
You're like
Yeah.
Boone allergies.
No, that was the bad thing. The good thing was the magic herb.
Ah.
Which-
Did you just write
so-
magic herb?
I think so.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
Yeah, keep it vague.
that is
Magic
right.
herb and allergy season.
Are we allowed to reveal? I guess we're still in the travels. I
No,
know
don't
if we
don't reveal. Really, don't
Okay,
don't reveal. I
Okay.
told you to keep it secret for a reason.
Yeah.
It's okay that Thornburg revealed it because we
It
did
happened.
it,
Because they already
Yeah.
got pulled.
so
Yeah.
they're fine.
Okay, cool.
What
So,
was
but
the
this is
rainbow
great.
though?
That's
The-
yeah. Who
The
knows?
rainbow was actually one of the ones. So
Oh.
yeah, that's actually a random. That came up a couple of times. A couple of random. That's how you got Ed the donkey. So it's actually I have a table in a PDF that has a bunch of random
Got it.
encounters.
I have a very strong suspicion I know what the rainbow is, but anyway.
That was definitely a threat. So keep in mind, all the ones that are mine are threats.
Yeah. Cool. Yeah, that was fun. I'm gonna talk to our other group about if they want to do something like that. I
Hmm.
like that system.
Yeah, where we suggest stuff or whatnot.
Yeah, and like plant things in the world. It's cool.
All right.
Thing.
So thank you for guys for playing. Have a good night.
Have a good night.
Good night, everybody.
All right. Good night,
Good
guys.
Good to see y'all again.
Hey Eric, you doing things right now?
I gotta
Is
go
it
to bed.
sleeping?
Yeah,
Okay.
it's midnight.
Okay.
Bedtime.
Never
I
mind.
got shit tomorrow.
Did you just
But,
look at the bed?
oh,
You're
yeah,
like,
but we do need to-
bed.
We do need to talk though. That's right.
Yeah, whenever you want, whenever you're ready.